Low Navox. Low SMU Jeep. Low Mass Stanislau. Low Granov. Low Brandy. Low Daniel. Low 718. Low Jason. Low XecnaR. Low Baron. Low John. Low Mason. And good luck. Not a massive fan of common relic, but 15 damage for Ray is a little bit dangerous, even in the Hexaghost Act. And the good part in this act is going through a floor 7 Burning Elite. There is a fire before though, so rare card, for example, like Glass Knife, or I mean in red form, maybe like 1000 cuts and Venom, whatever, gets a little bit better because you can upgrade the card. But upgrading the card also gets more difficult if you have this, the 15 damage will face. If we cannot take Burning Elite, then what happens? Probably something like this, 1, 2, 3, and then maybe you do, probably do shop, and maybe not. You can still go here, except you just don't fight Burning Elite. Or you can go shop and then do the fire, and then 2 more fights, and then Elite number 1, Elite number 2 still. Doing the right side fire into Elite here is a double shop, so that's a bit weird. Yeah, it has to be left side, Ideally, we can do Burning Elite on floor 7. Choose a card of Silence is also not exactly the best. Because Silent, relatively speaking, is already slightly better in whole ways, with this. And this is a whole way bonus. I'll probably just take a common relic and then see. Maybe Insect. That's fine, that's one of the good ones. So we slightly high roll, Maybe shouldn't call slightly high roll, but should say that I did not low roll. Because the expected outcome is like still slightly favor for getting something. It's around like 60%. You get a relic that does anything. And this definitely is a relic that does something in early game. That's good. Hello Ellie. Hello Starlet. Hello Xeno Gemini. Hello Peter Poshbird. Hello Great Chess Player. Hello Billy. What does it mean then? Floor 2 shop is a little bit annoying, but trying to go for Burning Elite without early shop is also a little bit weird, Usually if you go to floor 2 shop you don't buy pots, but we'll see. Either way, start here. And then after this node we unfortunately have to decide immediately whether you want to go here or not. If I go here, I wouldn't say like I'm committed to doing this, but if I go here and then end up not doing this, and suddenly we lose out on a lot of value, that's fine. Also, Hexaghost at the end is not exactly a super safe fight either. You do need to at some point pick up a Hexaghost solution. Now yeah, let's start here. Hopefully we do not take freaking 6 damage or whatever. Of course, yeah. See, Silent always finds a way, No matter what, Silent always finds a way to piss you off in easy hallway fights. Even though on average you should never really take real damage here, because you have like even 8 damage front row from Akabeko. Of course, yeah, here's a 1 out of 6, because if I draw the defense I take like 1. But of course I'm taking 4. And gold. Did get a potion, no? Yeah, that's probably we can take. Unless you tell me it's time to take the freaking accuracy because the Hexaghost is coming, I'm scared and... Okay, to be fair though, if this is actually a skip, I might consider this. I'm not even kidding. This is not a skip, this is actually a decent cut. Is that good enough for me to not go to shop? Because we do have a potion now, This potion doesn't really improve our output. So, for example, you go into Lagavulin and you're short on damage, you die. If it's burning Lagavulin on floor 7. Is there a shop late in the act? No. With 109 gold, if we go to short, we probably are just buying a card. Because buying a potion with the potion draw and floor 1, especially when you probably will even go to the advanced hallway, is a little bit weird. But I don't mind buying cards too much. I would say though, there's a card that I really would mind buying, yeah? And but I would need to think about it because we start with freaking Akabeko. It's that there's a riddle with holes in the shop, and then it's unpleasant. Yeah, it would be unpleasant if there's a riddle with holes in the shop. So I hope that there's something else, you know. And we probably still go to 4-2 shop and then see, probably buy a card. 10 gold is a little bit sad because now I cannot even buy 2 cards like so consistently. Are you freaking kidding me? It's even on sale. Guys, it's freaking on sale. Oh, now what? Because I'm probably buying it. The other thing to buy in the shop is a freaking P-Stab, and what does that do? Yeah, nothing. Well, oh yeah, by the way, very strong relics, yeah? All gone. Very strong relic, very strong relic. Okay relic, I guess we never really buy this, but maybe you can see this from actually rare events if the queue is like some Giria or whatever you cannot see. Just because it's on sale, it can also come with a freaking Flexpot. That's crazy. Flexpot Akabeko Riddle with holes is one-shotting a 1-5 of our choice. How much damage is this, by the way? It's freaking 80, yeah? 3 times 5 becomes 11 times 5, becomes 16 times 5. It's 80 damage. 80. And you know how big 80 damage is in Act 1? Yeah, it's quite big. Especially when I'm running into Burning Elite on floor 7, so I guess we just do that, and maybe sometimes we throw away some pots. But this pot can be used in hallway fights if we get owned. So we'll see, but like, what the hell? This is better than this, right? Unless they tell me that we are no longer scared of the floor 7 Burning Elite because this combo is insane. I mean, it's strong, but it's only, what, 55 damage. It's still strong, but it doesn't finish the fight immediately. And you can hold the strength pot for the Hexagons, basically. Oh yeah, so probably not just buy a freaking flex pot. Come on, man. Okay, now what? I kind of don't want to waste my pot drops. This is advanced away, this is advanced away. So do we just go to question mark first, or do I take 2-5 first and then go to question mark? Because I don't think we're doing something like this, yeah? It's like question mark, fight, question mark. But I also don't really want to do extra fight either. At the same time, I guess if we go here and then the potion drop situation, for example, I get a potion here and maybe a potion here. Yeah, maybe we go here anyway, because potion chain is already non-existent. Just do 2-5 first, yeah? And if we want to dodge advance, so we go here. Of course, you can roll 10% fight here, but who cares? I'm not going here first. Going here first is just bad. Do not take damage in the whole fight. The taking 4 cultists with Akabeko start is such a... Yeah, energy pot also is quite good here, but at the same time... Backstab? Oh, backstab Akabeko... Not the best we are waiting for reload holes, but it's very strong basically everywhere. And I guess against something like Lagavulin, you don't need to open on turn 1 either. Yeah? So you can just wait for the reload Akabeko anyway. And you have a decent chance to draw it regardless. You still draw 6 cards. And yeah, energy pot is playing okay with this. I think I'm keeping the block pot though. Because relatively speaking, maybe the hardest elite fight would still be something like the knob. If we don't line up Riddles on turn 1 and don't really wait for it, yeah. Because if we wait for the Riddle Akabeko thing, I'm forced to commit the flex pot either way. And maybe block pot on turn 3 is better because not super likely the energy pot will actually convert into real damage in that fight. With this deck at the moment at least. Point chance now 2 fights, 2 pots, so it's actually 20%. Uh-huh. Yeah, of course, right? Buy a potion, and what happens? Potion, potion, potion. And now we get no potion for the rest of the act because our point chance 10%. Very cool. Thank you. Blade Dance, yeah, for the accuracy on floor 1 I did not pick. Or you can take the card gamble in order to actually land your Riddle with Host Akabeko. But yeah, Blade Dance Flex Pot and also into Hexaghost, this can do something. You know, if we see the next accuracy and there's no way to scale damage, maybe that could be a Hexaghost solve. This right now still doesn't do much. Of course, you have like card gamble with dagger throws, so some synergy can happen. For example, Akabeko Eviscerate. Possible, but yeah, for now it doesn't do much. Aimless Brew, yeah, probably not. Its real output is not. It's actually kind of real output because you can Gameless Brew to make sure that you land Riddle with Host Akabeko on turn 1 or turn 2. So in a sense it's output, but it's like kind of fake. Yeah, point chance 10%. Advance always fairly safe though, to be fair, with the backstab Akabeko thing, and yes, we do need to find cards to kill Hexaghost with. So, or we just take the fight anyway. How bad can this be? How bad can this be? Exodium Tux. Attack on turn 1, but with the Akabeko backstab, we actually can kill this, yeah? You can see 19 plus 15. What is 19 plus 15, guys? Yeah, it's a good number, that's what it is. So we kill here immediately and then sometimes get draw, hopefully not. Oh yeah, look at this, 19, 6, 9, 19, 15, 34. Good number. If we attack next turn, we can block pot. Okay, if it doesn't attack next turn, then it's probably okay. Yeah, I just need to deal 8 damage, should be easy to do. Chance 20. This card I don't want. Sucker Punch doesn't really do anything. Clone Dagger doesn't do anything either. Yeah, for the accuracy, yes. Accuracy floor 1, and now you have the Blade Dance accuracy into a Clone Dagger accuracy, and then Hexaghost is already done for. First upgrade, Blade Dance is +4, Riddle with Host +5, but Blade Dance is easier to use. In Riddle with Host with Akabeko, 55 damage is already enough to kill any sentry, even max HP sentry, they actually just die to that. So the Riddle upgrade is a little bit wasted in a sense. And the Blade Dance upgrade also works better with the Flex Pot one time. What's better, we actually see an accuracy to solve Hexaghost with. Again, yes, I know we already skip an accuracy. But at some point Hexaghost will need to die somehow. Yeah? Because we freaking need to die somehow. And we'll Blade Dance and run to Burn Elite. One chance now 20%. Strength Knob, Akabeko, Riddles? No. No, it just doesn't land, but of course we're not floating freaking 3 energy, yeah? If we need to, we can just flex spot later. 53, do we have enough damage here at all? Okay, we do not draw these and cannot, yeah? We can always flex spot to kill. Yeah, flex spot is absolutely lethal next turn. Is there a chance if we do Blade Dance first and then Dagger throw into Blade Dance again? It's 41, yes, actually. And the Flex Pot doesn't need to be used immediately, yeah? So I can Blade Dance first, play the Dagger throw, and then see one draw. How much damage is that, by the way? It's like 32, 41 damage, so I do need to play both strikes. So I would take a tiny bit of damage in order to dream. Otherwise, I just double block to full block here. How much damage am I taking, by the way? It hits me for 10 currently, so it goes to 13, and 13 is 9, so I'm losing 1. I'm paying 1 HP in order to dream, and what's the chance of the dream being successful? It's like 10 hits here. 10 hit 11, 1 out of 11, 9%. You know, preserve the Flex Pot. Flex Pot is insanely powerful. I guess if we top deck Neutralize instead, which is 2 out of 11, then I can block pot next turn too, because this potion is relatively speaking a lot stronger, yeah? With the current deck that we have. I can see it. Yeah, Blade Dance first and Dagger throw, and let's see. It's still lethal even if I play Dagger throw without Flex Pot, because this alone is already 36, yeah, absolutely. Screaming? Damn. And yeah, of course this damage is like way too much, yeah, so we Flex Pot. Reserve insect, well that's nice. It doesn't kill Hexaghost for me though, so okay, well plan is good. Into the ghost. So now the piercing wheel hour is also open, yeah? Now that we have a Golden Plans, you can pick a piercing wheel that delays Hexaghost fight for 3 turns potentially usually. You don't need to kill by turn 9, you can kill by turn like 12 or something. So you do have a little bit time, extra time to deal damage. Die. Point chain 40 again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 40%. Yeah, heel hook not really. Sneaky strike is a little bit better now with the Golden Plans, and we do have a dagger throw, but at the same time, I don't really think so. Right? I probably skip. One question mark. Kurski potential. If you take the tiny chest, you probably can prop the tiny chest early act 2. At the same time, we have freaking preserve insect, so early act 2 is not as dangerous as usual. That's key, yeah? Yeah, this is just key. Honorary Pick is eating so well until you die to Hexaghost because you have no solution. On the other hand, the red card kills Hexaghost on floor 0. Potentially. But yeah, we need to take the extra fight. Also, yeah, what am I talking about? We don't even go here, we go this way. Of course we go to the fight. There's a wizard and 2 fat gremlins. Is that a problem? I hope not. Weaken Blood Dance is 12. Is 6, 18. Riddle is still 10. You're stacking 5 here is just safe here, but at the same time it is 5 damage. Now, if I kill the fan and play the defense, I'm safe. Wizard cannot freaking hit me, but maybe I should just take 5. Hexaghost Arc and the elites are also fairly tame. I just need to not get, you know, hit in the face by this thing on turn 3. Yeah, let's just kill the fat gremlin. Cannot break next turn, right? Because even, yeah. If we draw a dagger throw, we already kill. If we don't draw a dagger throw, we have Blood Dance Riddle, which means I just kill here. Is there an option to not take 5? You just kill the sneaky and then block the fat, no? No problem with that. Chance 50. The Catalyst with 0 poison. Hexaghost fight is looking suspicious, yeah? We have 3 more card rewards and 2 relics and 2 upgrades. One upgrade is a Golden Plan probably. Take it tries back. I still kind of don't want it. It is usually free damage though. I mean, in the boss fight it will be free damage because we have a freaking Golden Plan plus, yeah? So maybe first cycle it beats, but then it will land second cycle and then third next cycle, so it's like 24 damage or 0 energy. And we don't have a piercing wheel yet. Sorry, give me a second. This. Yeah, seem reasonable. Why not? Like, even when weakened, you can probably still kill the wizard. You know, it's just that sometimes maybe if you draw all your damage together on turn 2, then you cannot, which is what I don't want to do. But honestly, I would say like probably expected value is even better to kill sneaky. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you take less than 5 on average if you just kill the sneaky. If you play like 2 defense and still kill the thing. And if you just play 2 defense, you take only 4. And then the neutralize can even go on the fat gremlin, sometimes block 2. So I'm pretty sure you don't take 5 like often, if at all, against the fat gremlin alone. And still kill the wizard on turn 3. Again, there's no into the Hexaghost and with the preserve insect, I don't think there's any real reason to do that. You can take sneaky into upgrade sneaky. The deck is like pretty bad into Act 2. At the same time, we do have front load damage and also another front load damage. So maybe we still can just get 2 regardless. I just don't want to die to Hexaghost right now, and at the moment the risk is fairly big. It will be a lot smaller once we see like potentially a couple of things. Like one piercing will immediately buy us time. Or of course like the uncommon terror, some accuracy potentially. Not much else though. There's not much else. Maybe some potions. Oh yeah, like this sneaky fight. I guess I can get in. I delete. We can open with Rido Akabeko here. Yeah, nice sneaky strike by the way, because if you want to dagger throw sneaky strike, you lose 1 billion damage. I kind of don't want to lose 1 billion damage. And poison? No, that poison doesn't solve shit. Daily poison doesn't solve anything. Bouncing Thrust maybe. Bouncing Thrust actually is a big enough poison card. But like, you take a daily poison and then upgrade and it still doesn't... I mean, it may be the best damage card in our deck against Hexaghost, but it doesn't actually solve Hexaghost. You still need something else. But Bouncing Thrust should be big enough. But yeah, here we just... I mean, you can hold the thing. If you hold the thing... Because right here I do see you can Rido into Wallet Plans and hold the Sneaky, yeah? And then you have this, and these in block in here. Or you can simply just play Wallet Plans and hold the Rido. And then you open with Rido, Bedlands and hold Survivor, which is probably stronger. Yeah, probably stronger. Okay, I guess you don't have Bedlands plus. You can still hold the Survivor. Also, it's like freaking dead. Yeah, I don't even take damage in one. I mean, if I take 2 here, I definitely will not take damage. Otherwise, we have, you can see here is 16 and plus another 2 strikes, 28, and 28 is a slightly unpleasant number. If I triple blow. So if I take 2, we just get the hell out of freaking Hexaghost Arc. I don't really want to face the next turn. Yeah, let's just try. Yeah. I mean, why try? Like, just play Bedlands. And we probably hold a strike. Yeah, if I hold the strike, there's no brick next turn. We always kill. Yeah, that's nice and all, but again, it doesn't kill Hexaghost first. Yet. A second Catalyst, well, you don't have any poison, no? That's 2 Catalysts, but we have 0 poison. Now, real talk though, the actual design talk is here is that do we take the Catalyst anyway because I'm strong enough early game to just bring it around. We have a wallet plans. That's the actual question, yeah, because right now you can see our relics are all front loaded. Right? A very early game oriented. Our deck is also a very early, much early game. And we already have a freaking wallet plans, yeah? So what if we just take the Catalyst? I don't upgrade the Catalyst for of course, you know? Like when it doesn't play at all, you don't waste your freaking upgrade on it. If you see a poison card, please upgrade the poison card first also. So how dumb is it to just do that? Because again, like it also opens some outs for Hexaghost immediately. We have 2 more card rewards, and yes, after the Catalyst gets in deck, I guess you can take the daily poison. Like what the hell? That's annoying, but it's possible. On the other hand, if we don't take that, then what? Like deflect is okay with the mega prep, or the backflip is okay for later, but they're not that good either without the dexterity. Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, honestly, I don't actually see anything wrong. I see absolutely 0 thing that's wrong with that. Yeah, until I take like 16 this turn because I draw Catalyst. Wait, what? I did actually get no potion for the rest of the echo. Was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we got 3 potions in the very beginning, yeah? So 6-3, we currently have 70% here. Dagger Spray or the Finisher, yeah, nice Catalyst by the way. With Finisher we take, yeah? We have the Wallet Plans, which will be green right now. We have a Blade Dance Plus, we have a Backstab. We have Dagger Prep as well. Other choice, Dagger Spray, Akabeko. I don't think I care because we already have Preserve Insect for the Act 2 elites. take a finisher. Well, depends upgrade comes first, and then if we have nothing else to do, we upgrade the finisher. Yeah, dagger spray will be good here. I mean, one of them is definitely dead, so let's just do that. There's still a decent chance of Sneaky Strike landing here, yeah. 26 damage next turn is pretty unlikely, so probably should put here. And yeah, probably just block. Playing a dagger throw here is probably bad, so I should just take 5. Taking 5 is also bad, though we have 36. I guess I can easily take 2 more later with the survivor and with the weather plans you have control, yeah. So it's probably fine. Just take 7, go to 34. 16 is slightly annoying with this. I mean, okay, I guess you don't need to play it, you can just hold it too. Weather plan screen. Yeah. In fact, like this, I did say that taking 2 is good at some point, so maybe just do it now. It's like with Survivor Sneaky here, and then next turn we can kill both. So it seems good to me. Yeah, like this is 18. Finisher right now can kill them both, but I guess we should not do that. Because I want to take this pool. Yeah, and then this thing drops like a strawberry or something. Gremlin Horn, okay. Phantasmal Killer, yeah, we take that, yeah. Finisher, but yeah, nice catalyst by the way. Nice catalyst by the way. I mean, maybe I still play though at the very end of the run, but I expect this to not do anything for probably 2 acts, yeah. Like maybe when this thing starts doing literally anything is probably end of act 3. Oh yeah, potion, yes. Oh, yeah, PK we take. Can upgrade the PK, but I think we just upgrade the finisher. Probably just upgrade the finisher. Oh, yeah, just leave the catalyst there alone, yeah? And maybe we'll do something, maybe we'll never do anything, but I don't really care too much. You see the massive number that's coming in next turn if we just don't play this last energy. Because I currently do see a massive number going in next turn. You see this? With the Phantasmal Killer, the Akabeko is 110 damage. That is 110 damage. Am I dreaming or not? I mean, either way, waiting for the PK for the Akabeko is also getting +8, yeah? So we are not losing so much damage, you know, just by even if I skip on energy here. I am dreaming. Damn. Well, we still have finisher at least though, but yeah, what a shame. Yeah, what could have been, right? Just look at this turn. Yeah, what could have been? It is PK, so I think we just ignore this 5 block and just, you know, let the Hexaghost knows what's up. Yeah, Hexaghost is knowing what's up. Yeah, look at this one, this is turn 2, and we have dealt 132 damage. You can hold the Blade Dance, of course, that will mean it's shuffled out, but at the same time we will land the finisher. Probably not, just play the Blade Dance strike and then hold the Riddle defend, yeah. Divider, yeah, both sides try to cut the other side's HP by half. It's actually true. The whole point of the Divider is that it attempts to cut your HP by half. We also cut the HP by half. His Blade Dance finisher, you can wait or you can cash in now. If you wait, then you usually have 50% of the time you get PK payoff. How much damage is this, by the way? If we, let's say I just do Survivor Riddle and hold this, but then this doesn't get PK payoff, yeah? This is still 32 and 18, 48. Plus maybe another attack is like 14. Yeah, that's plenty, we have Sneaky. Yeah, we are going in next turn. This guy has no idea what is coming, but you know. They're about to wake up to something pretty bad because we have Blade Dance Finisher, but not even that yet. We also have Dagger Sticky Strike. We can play all of them. So I wonder like how much damage we overkill this thing by next turn, but we'll see. Yeah, how much are we overkilling this thing by? Now 84 damage, yes, that's the answer. Yeah, we overkill it by 84 damage. Here's a Malaise, and the other cards are absolute garbage. Yeah, your Nightmare Catalyst, very cool. I would honestly like Alchemizer Adrenaline better. After Image would also be nice, but Malaise is okay too, I guess. Yeah, nice Golden Plans upgrade as usual. Joker is absolutely not. Yeah, Blade Dance Plus, Finisher, Backstab, Bag of Prep, and a bunch of other stuff. And then the Tiny House is the Tiny House. And nice Golden Plans Plus. The Chamber, we have PK, Blade Dance Finisher, so probably will be okay against the Chamber unless we enter the fight with too low HP and it just hit us. Because blocking the Chamber with this deck is actually very hard even with the Malaise. Where the Max Elites? 3 only. Burning Elite already done the list, so parting is free. Probably still won the early shop, so let's just go to 3 fights. Would be a little bit spooky if we draw 9 cards on turn 1, we still have Akabeko. And we have the backstab as well. Like concentrate or something. It's dead next turn, yeah? We go sneaky into some finisher idea. Upgraded to go to Catalyst. Look at this, amazing. This is also upgraded, by the way. We have Gremlin Horn already, you know, so I don't know too much about that. But this prepare I kind of want to take, even though it's unupgraded. Yeah, I actually kind of want to take this prepared. How many upgrades do we have in the act, by the way? 2. Yeah, 2 if we go this way is like here into fire here, and then elite into fire here. So you can get 2. PK really wants the upgrade. Yeah, with this deck, absolutely PK wants the upgrade. And then what, like Malaise or prepare can come. But yeah, this prepare is just very good because number 1, you can get hand claw immediately on turn 1, because you draw 9 on turn 1, you have 3 base energy. You have 2 slimes in the deck. Yeah, the Weather Plans and the Catalyst right now are both slime. And you have a Sneaky Strike to activate as well. Also, if you take a prepare, something at Tatation immediately is easily takeable. Without the Gremlin Horn, this is extremely good, by the way, yeah, because it's our first AoE source, and then it's also Akabeko is freaking pre-upgraded, and we have the PK. So this thing is insane. Except for the fact that we already have Gremlin Horn, so it's probably not needed. I think. Maybe. Just take this, yeah. Deck spot is eventually... Yeah, deck spot for the future is pretty good. Because right now our damage is most likely okay, yeah. Even if this physical damage cannot be like sustainable for the end game, we do have a catalyst to pivot back. I know we just skip the Deadly Poison Plus, but that's not really a problem. Because like, you just need 1 potion to multiply this, and your poison source can be like anything, even a few minus is still enough. So most likely we do not have any damage problem for the end game. And yeah, suddenly now we have blocking problems potentially, and here's the deck spot. At the same time, upgrade pod pyramid, especially with Dry Castle is super strong, and block pod is front load for, you know, the advanced hallway freaking here. And we go into the path, we do not want to rest at all in this act. Taking Venom? Absolutely not, like why would I? At least not in the current spot, like maybe you give me 30 floors later, I would think about the Venom if the situation asks for it. Yeah, point chance 30. This guy does not attack on turn 1, and we're the Watcher as always. Are we the Watcher? Right now PK is not in hand, Blade Dance is not in hand, yeah? I guess we just do... Stripping Artifact is any value, no. So I should actually just do Strike, Defend, and then... Strike, Catalyst, and then exhaust the Malaise for 0. Because this thing doesn't do anything. Exhaust some stuff. Keep this for sure, yeah? Because first of all, finisher for later, and secondly also the thing. The PK. Is it dead or not? 75, how big is this? One hand space is enough, eh? Hand currently has 10, hand has 9, hand has 8, hand has 7. Yes, we can play everything. So it's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 56. Yeah, okay, it's super dead. Is it not even close? Yeah, block post back. Point chance once again is 20, you know? So this is a type of run where you just get a potion every single floor in early floors and then you don't get potion later, I see. It's back, yeah, still bad. And yeah, don't need any of these, so we skip. Yeah, point chance now is 20. This enemy doesn't die to a combo super easily, yeah? The good news is that we do have a Malaise in hand. Drop out for 9. Because potion chance is 20% is not 0, you can buy a new potion in the shop. Into the elite is not super likely the block out will play too much because we do have Akabeko, Preserve Insect, and the Gremlin Horn even. The Gremlin Leader should not be a problem. Bull Stabbing is actually kind of a small problem though if it doesn't die instantly. Bull Stabbing is just this fight, it's the same fight. And maybe we need to wait until like turn 3 or something to Bull Stabbing so it does hit us a little bit beforehand. And Slavers maybe is not that bad, but Blockpot usually gets better value in Slavers anyway. However, again, your point chance is still 20%, it's not 0. Little, yeah, finisher is this does not say 16, yeah, as much as I would like it to. Drop out for 9. Kind of want to wait for this with the finisher, but at the same time into this fight is not as it's not as potent, and then we do need to draw into. Honestly, I think we need to draw into the PK to kill this anyway, because the Malleable debuff, the Malleable is just very annoying for this deck. So I do just use Akabeko now, yeah. Use this for hand space, even though it doesn't do any damage. Yeah, here's a PK. And we have the prepay to Sneaky Strike combo next turn. One strike can be played. I think we just play the another strike for 3 because I would like to spend my last energy on something better. We can still draw into another strike anyway, but I would like to spend it on a Blade Dance or Dagger Throw. I'll probably just play this. Keep this for sure, yeah, so that we can activate the Sneaky. Yeah. It should be dead. Like even Malleable, this should end we are weakened. This should be Giga lethal. I would seriously doubt that this is not lethal. Yeah, this is already killing. It's freaking 60. 30% poison chance. That is a bad tactician, but maybe a bad tactician is good enough. Redozer was bought. In fact, it was even funnier than that. If you came back, if you watched the vote on floor 1, yeah, I actually said that I go to floor 2 shop, and I would really not like to see a Riddle with host because I would need to think about it, and then I saw a Riddle on sale. So I mean, you're on sale, what do you want me to do? Yeah, on sale, what do you want me to do, right? It was good, no, it was good for a few floors, now it's not needed anymore. You know, now I would like to maybe not have this kind of my deck. And my deck would be stronger. But it's fine, it's done its job. But yeah, here's the really bad addition. So do we care about the really bad addition or not? Because it does play with the Malays, and of course it plays with the pyramid. Australia, yeah, which is why the prepare minus also who pick over the dagger spray plus, and what was the other thing? Deadly poison plus. Yes. Oh yeah, don't ask why this is here. Like, do not question. Do not question why this guy's in main deck. Okay, I'll maneuver. Sure. These relics are complete garbage for tanks. There's no second shot in the act, yeah, unless we give up on elite. Well, to be fair though, if you for some reason scared the champ, you can buy the hand trio. It will kill the champ for you. It will always apply vulnerable the moment champ gets on buff, yeah. Unless the champ just hits you every single turn. But yeah, the champ buffs on time, you get 7 metallicize and it gets vulnerable forever. So it's effectively a terror. 173 gold in one fight. Wow. Remove, yeah, remove is very good, of course. Something you consider here though is there is an enlightenment right here, yeah? But at the moment it's just a little bit. It's just kind of cute. It is not actually strong because it discounts the sneaky strike, but that's only on one thing. So you're playing like maybe 2 draws in order to get 1 energy and only 1 temporary energy, and it doesn't even always line up. Of course, it can land on the Riddle 1 cost as well. And the buy removes early on green, well, I guess there are a few common situations. And situation number 1, I go to early shop to deal with early elite. There's literally nothing else to buy, and I am scared of out of my mind for the knock. I remove defense because it's I guess that is actually the most common situation when remove is blocked at first shop. Because there's nothing else to buy and I'm scared of not, so I remove defense and my damage goes up. Otherwise, if I'm only strong, kind of, then you can still just take the remove. Like for example, here remove is not bad because remove with like the combo heavy deck that we currently have is pretty good. Yeah? We have a very explosive turn with PK finisher, but yes, all of them need to be in hand. By prepare, I don't think so. We only have one kind of. The hand clock problem is not so bad either. We already have the outmaneuver, and there's no actual discuss synergy. Except the sticky strike, but sticky strike already kind of lands. I am thinking about. Oh yeah, if we remove, like, what is it? Probably still strike over defense. Yeah, probably still strike over defense. But I am thinking a little bit about potentially taking this like ancient pot, but maybe it's stupid. Probably it's just stupid. With that said though, there's first of all no piercing in the deck yet, yeah? Secondly, we already know the Crocodile Souvenir is gone from the first shop. And thirdly, we do have enough early game power in here to most likely just make it to maybe late game. I don't even know when we start to get destroyed if we never add block, but it's not that early. And act forward this, you even have Akabeko preserve insect, bag of traps, so maybe you can just kill them instantly. And then now you enter the hard fight and there's no way to block first cycle. It's just impossible. Because once again, yeah, Crocodile Souvenir is already gone, and that's one of the easier ways to survive first cycle already. How much HP does Singing Bow give? Yeah, don't. Do not. I would say it straight away, just don't. The only character that even remotely consider playing over Singing Bow is Watcher, yeah, but then it also needs to be like extremely early, and even then you just remove anyway. You just remove, you save gold to remove every single shop, and you're like way stronger. I don't even think with this relic it doesn't exist in this shop. But also to answer your question, if you take the singing bow here by the heart, by the time you get to Act 4, if you're lucky, is okay. Depending on your definition of lucky, yeah. Because if you take singing bow, it means you're skipping cards. But usually it's like, I don't know, maybe 12. On Ironclad is a little bit more HP, but on the other hand, Ironclad also doesn't really want to waste gold on that. Ironclad, if the run is better, you know, that you're skipping every floor, you would like to, you know, actually buy something that saves you, not the max HP. But yeah, I'm seriously thinking about this ancient potion. I think it's, yeah, I think there's definitely a merit in just taking it. -1 potion slot. But like, how bad is -1 potion slot when there's nothing else to buy in the shop? But yeah, probably still remove strike. Eventually we would like an acro, not now though. And also it can come for free later. I don't think I want to pay gold for it, yeah. There's no way I should be scared of Champ, right? You see the freaking Hexagon's turn. Is it the final Hexagon's turn? And that was before the pyramid even. We already dealt like what, 96 damage finisher. Or whatever the number was. So even without the vulnerable on the Champ, it should not be a problem, at least damage wise. But yeah, I really think I'm just buying that. That is basically saying that we have no problem in Act 2 Elites, yeah? Because if you do have a problem in Act 2 Elites, maybe we should buy this instead. This potion is also extremely powerful. It's 18 damage plus another 18 on the finisher, plus another 24 on finisher, so this potion deals 42 damage without the PK. With PK is 84. I'm gonna remove Violet Plants. Why would you remove Violet Plants? You play it once, yeah, it goes away. You want to know what happens with the strike? Yeah, you play it once, you draw it again. It stays there forever. Why would you remove Violet Plants? Also, you can still see pallets later or something, you know. My fight hand probably is not a good enough reason, but just pallets is actually a real reason, potentially. And yeah, more importantly, it just goes away. This guy is high. I mean, all the relics are good, so no matter what this guy asks for, he's high. The only thing that's remotely possible to toss away here is the Akabeko, yeah, but I don't think so, right? Especially not after buying this ancient pod. So we leave, yeah. We leave. Rare cards are pretty nice, though, I would say. Rare cards are pretty nice for this deck. I mean, rare cards are pretty nice for Silent in general. Just leave. Ah! Oh, I see. I finally see. This is why you take the tiny chest. Yes, but we key the tiny chest, therefore there's nothing we can trade here. Well, what can you do? And toss Akabeko into 3 elites after buying the thing? Yeah, no freaking way. Solo this Akabeko, do you really want to toss it? 55 damage? But actually though, am I doing that? Because if I do that, I take 5 damage. I still kill this gremlin. I mean, I'm taking 5 either way, unless I waste Akabeko completely and I say she's dead regardless. Because I can draw +2 and then maybe we just don't care about Akabeko. Yeah, maybe I actually just don't care about Akabeko. So we can start a turn with like Dagger Throw, kill here. And then try to full block her, and then we do 1 turn of PK finisher and she's dead. Probably true. Yeah, I already draw defense, yeah. Got this. It's never... Don't really care about playing it. Okay. Probably draw another card. And now we can full block her. Keeping the... I guess playing triple defense is a little bit better. Yeah, because look at Look at what's happening to the leader next turn, even without the PK. How much damage is this? We can even have more, yeah, because of the outmaneuver energy. But how much damage is this? Just like this. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 56. It's actually not that big, huh? Yet. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we play outmaneuver, of course we can play everything. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 64, 64, 82, 82. Yeah, she's dead. Good talk. Should not have played that, but you know, I already played it. That's too late. He's still dead though. Doesn't really matter. Wait, is she? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 64. 64 plus 16. Oh, she's not dead. What the hell? Okay, never mind. We just blocked then. Yeah, because I did not have the last try. She's actually not dead here. I guess we just block. Fine. Just block. Malays for 1. Then she goes to 5, and 5 is 3, so that's enough. Sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter. She's still dead, of course. Insect? No. Preserve Insect actually is for Act 4 elites at the moment. Strength with this deck. I like Strength. Accuracy, pretty good. If I take the Accuracy, the Catalyst has even a lower chance to do literally anything. Yeah? But maybe you can still have heart damage with it. Because, you know, Blade Dance into the heart is not exactly the easiest thing to play. But yeah, Accuracy is fine. And I want the fire, yeah? What are my upgrades now? PK still happens first? Is that true? Because I can see Malays happening first. Because if we, let's say I take the upgrade the Malays, yeah, and then we see a duplication event, the Malays plus is much better do than a PK plus or whatever it is. And on the another thing is that Slavers should not be a massive problem with like Akabeko Widow, Akabeko Preserve Insect, Vazra, Make a Prep, Gremlin Horn. But the bull stopping actually can hit us, and then the Malays plus does block the bull stopping extra. I already said it the moment I pick up the catalyst is that I pick this up. Sometimes I can do anything against the Hexagons, but even if it does, it's not going to be green. I just upgrade the poison card instead. So the catalyst just stay there. Either it is a slime, or if it's upgraded, it's the end of Act 2 or maybe Act 3. It's very far away. Is a real capital? Yeah, it is. Because the wallet plans is already here. I mean, I also say that my early game is there's no huge problem with this relic early game. So I just take the catalyst, and then I have I have a backup plan. If my early game power just falls off eventually, I do have a backup plan. And otherwise, I have like one slime in my deck, but then the backup prep is here and wallet plans is here, so it's not that bad to carry this slime around. It just never gets upgraded. Oh yeah, we go here, upgrade the Malays first. That is with the pyramid and with the PK, yeah? That's a bit too strong. So we do just take the dagger. Cannot upgrade the dagger until here though. Yeah, so it's only 21, maybe 24, 26 if we upgrade the dagger right here. Not that big. It can grow pretty quickly. Or Marmory. For normalities in Act 3, yeah, 1000 gold. I'm ready. For Kursky, yeah, Kursky is actually something that is relevant. For dagger over PK, it doesn't really matter too much, but yes. Here, probably upgrade dagger in case I see a fight here. So yes, on this note, if we can upgrade, it's probably dagger. Oh yeah, upgrade my lace first in case of this, and I mean, it's dead next turn. I need the dagger. I don't actually want to kill it. So can I please get a dagger? Because it's already dead next turn. Can I draw a dagger, please? Please? Oh, come on. 16 damage to my face or 3 dagger damage. Guys, I have a feeling that I should just kill it, no? Still, yeah, I also talk about this video, like 120, exactly, immediately. It was 80 before, I think. Was it 80? It was like 11, 22, it's 110 with the PK. It was 80 with... it was 80 with the flex spot that we had in Act 1. 60 damage to my face for a chance to have dagger. It's just a chance, it's not even guaranteed you can die. Ooh, dexterity is... I like dexterity, even though this deck right now doesn't actually play block. I still like dexterity. Yeah, with this as well, like pretty good. The Eviscerate actually can play with this, but again, I think we'll be on the Eviscerate damage. And the Infinite Blades, yeah, with the Pyramid, not as good, even though we do have accuracy and the strength and the finisher. Fight actually good, because this is dagger damage, if we can freaking draw the dagger at some point. This fight is not actually that good though. Of course you can artifact pot, but we buy this artifact for literally the heart, yeah? Let's not use it here. This kills for finisher, at the same time I kind of want to draw my real card, so maybe I should just play it. Yeah, good job, Catalyst. It is pretty scary, yeah? Because we already get debuff and there's nothing in my hand yet. I guess this turn is double defense, outmaneuver. You can also use the... You can also not outmaneuver, but seems a little bit dumb. You can also use a neutralize box a lot more next turn. I mean, I shouldn't say a lot more. It's like 27, it goes to 20 or something, so it blocks 7. I probably do this. Yeah, nice outmaneuver anyways. Pay 2 energy to get 2 energy next turn, like amazing. But yeah, 2 energy next turn is worth a little bit more. Or you can also just play Golden Strike, because you still have at least this to block next turn. And yes, you do need to draw into discuss, otherwise this guy doesn't even die, yeah? And then you have issues. And Sneaky Strike can still be here to give you energy sometimes with like this activated if they are cheap. Okay, sure, probably play that. Can get all this turn, hopefully not. Yeah, look at this. They go turn into Sneaky. 3-cost Strike probably not being played, but are we playing the 3-cost Deflect or what? A lot of energy turn we can always dump with the Malays, yeah. Yeah, Deflect is probably not being played, right? Yeah, full block. And now we have Dagger. Everything 0. Dagger, no, Dagger comes exactly when it needs to, like this turn. I mean, last fight it could have come actually early enough, but this fight it comes exactly when it needs to. The reflex, yeah, not quite, right? With the pyramid already. At some point we do one active draw though. And this reflex will land, yeah? And we do have a prepared also and outmaneuver to get payoff energy. We have the activation. Is it bad? Is it so bad, the reflex? It's unplayable. But at some point I do one active draw. And this is kind of like active draw. That we do not even need to pay energy for, so it's doubly good with the pyramid compared to the other draw cards. At the Acro, for example, you spend... Sometimes your hand is already getting clogged and then the Acro is paying energy as well, so it just never plays, stuck in your hand forever. But the Reflect you can always activate with some prepare, even the Survivor, or you're blocking, you draw a card for free. So how bad is this? Like, honestly, it looks okay. It only looks fine. She attacks again. Well, she attacks both times on turn 1, yeah? That probably doesn't mean much, no? Oh, it's 12 now, so actually waste damage. It's fine. At least we draw the Malays. Okay. If it's just Malays, is this no damage or not? Because its base is 6. Actually, if Malays from 4 energy, it is full block, it goes to 0. So this definitely full blocks. That's fine. Playing on defense is okay anyway. It was like 1 hand space and she's dead next turn. Very cool. Oh, I should not have played the deflect. Oh, it's fine, no? But yeah, I should not have played the deflect. Yeah, I get my energy back by the Gremlin Horn, yeah. And now she's dead. That is very good. Extremely even, because now our defensive plan is also... our defensive plan is getting even better. This is still tech, yeah. Okay, so we have basically we have like front load even dagger damage for Act 3, and then we have this for Act 3 bosses, and we have this for Act 4 elites, and we have this for the heart. So the current plan is already kind of clear. It's like the pathway is already fairly clear. Yeah, next boss is not better than this. Right? This is actually being careful for exactly the hard fight. Yeah? I'm with dagger now in case we see Twack or whatever Red Mask Bandit, so just a fight in the question mark. And then we can upgrade PK or even prepared, but we'll see. Could beat hard? No, not even close. If you think this deck right now beats the hard, you're like delusional and bad. Like not even close, guys. Like, come on. You realize like how much damage Beat of Death does to you. So cleric, I mean sure, we pay for the cleric. Remove another strike, because defense now scaling with kunai already. Or you can remove the riddles. Yeah, I would just ignore the... Honestly, it gets tiresome at some point, you know, to say this over and over and over again about like removing one pads. I guess I would just ignore the comments. If somebody in chat want to explain these things, you can just do that, but I would not really care about this anymore, yeah? Like, what about the riddle with host? Like, is it time to remove it now? Because we have like another front load damage already, yeah? The big front load damage with this, and spending 2 energy on this, even Akabeko riddle is not killing anything much anymore. 55 damage. Of course, you can line up a turn with like PK into the riddle, so like 120, and that's huge. That's massive. At the same time, I think we have better things to do with energy anyway, no? Strike at the same time is like pretty terrible, though. The only thing Strike has over the Riddle is that it's easy to play, so it gets out of my hand, yeah? I guess it also activates the finisher a little bit more. Okay, fine. 2 things. Oh yeah, 3 things as well. You can play Strike to get kunai, but the Riddle for the kunai is more difficult. Okay, fine. Sure. Yeah, you have done well, my friend, but I guess now it's time for you to go. I paid gold for that, by the way. I bought it and now I remove it for gold. Yeah, I upgrade PK. Energy issue is still there. The other choice is upgrading outmaneuver, but upgrading PK is probably better to get a hand clock anyway. If we do not find Weak Chain, I do have a Malays though, but I can see upgrading something like Neutralize next. Football doesn't need to be green yet, yeah? If ever. But the things I would like to upgrade from this position, Prepare is one of them, potentially Neutralize one of them, potentially Outmaneuver could be. Also Outmaneuver, worst come to worst, you can still work with the energy dump from the Malays, yeah? Other than that, I don't even know. Yeah, other than that, like, not really a lot of things. We get a kunai stack here. You get 2 kunai stack. This. Can survival reflex now? Yeah, sure. Block a little bit more so that I can pay some HP to kunai again next turn. Also sure. Okay, if we draw the sneaky, then even better. Kunai, yeah, sure. Just pay some HP at the kunai now. But this turn is already difficult to block sometimes. If it doesn't do anything, yeah, we just exhaust our slime and then play our maneuver. Next turn, maybe there's a melee coming. Prepare probably should be played now. Yeah, next time we always have the Malays. Dagger's never been played yet. Can play the BK now for fun. It's not that only for fun because we do shuffle back into a blade dance and such to stack more kunai. I mean, sure. It's also -6 strength. I mean, you saw what happened to the last chain that had -6 strength. Hopefully this chain behaves a little bit better. Next time we play Footwork Catalyst in 2 block probably. Maybe then keeping defect. Probably not, right? Again, paying some more HP here is like fine. Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't even do anything. So Blade and see if you want to deal a lot of damage. We still don't really split in this cycle, no? Maybe just strike finisher and get the kunai instead because it's not attacking. You can even do finisher first if you want to stack kunai further, but he has 40 metal size already. I don't want to fool around here for too long. So pushing damage a little bit is fine too. Yeah, now attacks only 9 damage, no problem. Defense already blocking 10, so we exhaust the slime and then we play defense. This turn in kunai again. No, I mean you see the reflex also, right? Is that we occasionally get hand clock, but even then, yeah, like that's the best source of draw anyway because you don't need to pay energy for it. Now with the kunai and the smooth stone and the footwork, yes, backflip is good too. Acro is really hard to take unless we see the force energy, but we'll see. Just kunai again. And waste the PK now and draw back into it, there's no problem. That is not too big and we have our maneuver. So just make hand play to the PK, yeah? And we get like what, 2 kunai stack here probably. Yeah, now we have 9 dexterity. I don't think this guy will be a huge problem. Yeah, once again, just draw a card for 0 energy. How bad is that? Now we outmaneuver. Could save the outmaneuver for the split like later, but at the same time I don't think we care too much. I do want to draw. Technically speaking, it's better to save Survivor Sneaky, but my hand is like Giga Clock, so I should probably just play some cards. Kunai stack. I would like to draw the PK next turn, and we always do that, so that's good. Don't need too many defense, 1 defense full block, so just play some of them. Yeah, now we PK, and next turn this guy is about to have a bad time. Yeah, the champ is probably going to have a bad time. We do have a lot of. I guess I can even play this. Yeah, like how dumb is playing that? It's probably not dumb. I really wonder whether James actually having bad time or not. I'm just making things up, yeah, but I think he's having bad time. Yeah, we even draw extra strike here. Don't need this. How much damage is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 108, 172. Not quite killing with a dagger this turn, but should be fine still. Yeah, this is only 90, 130, it's not enough, so I should do strike finisher and then... Because honestly, even if we have to block the execute, it's very easy, yeah? We have no debuffs. You can see this vulnerable and frail is going to run out by the time we execute, it has no strength, so it's only 44 damage and we have 12 dexterity. We have 13 dexterity. So he cannot do anything. Sometimes he also just dies. But even if it doesn't die, we block the execute extremely easily. We don't even need the weakness, we can even get one more kunai stack here if you want. For fun. No, this is 44, yeah? Oh yeah, that's very scary, you know, defense blocks for 19. And yeah, he's dead next turn. Oh, that's very good. That's one of the best things we could have seen here. I think after image is maybe better, but this is probably number 2. Yeah, this is probably number 2 in the current spot. Fear Pod I don't want, even though Fear Pod is a lot of damage. Upgrade Pod should still perform roughly the same, if not better. And Artifact Pod is, you know, right now is how we block the first cycle of the heart. No energy, huh? Yeah, do not get the fourth energy here. The good thing is an outmaneuver in the deck at least. But now it also means that outmaneuver wants to be green, probably. Wristblade right here is not terrible, but it's also probably just not good. Let's take a Black Star, no? We have free passing, still have preserve insect on 3 base energy, no problem. Dagger just, you know, just kills them all. Zero bounty, I don't care. And Rack 2 P-Box is only relatively worse than usual, yeah? And if you're stuck on 3 energy and you're blocking with kunai, you don't really want to get rid of all your deck's payoff in the deck, you know, for some random garbage. Could be some attacks that you never play. On the other hand, you're losing out on probably like 3-4 relics here. Just get this, yeah. Turn 1 scary? No, turn 1 the turn is not actually that scary. You have Akabeko, you have this. We don't have, I would say though, the fact that we haven't seen a single piercing whale yet is a tiny bit concerning, yeah, but it's a good thing they have this then. Because right now blocking the heart is still very, very hard. Oh yeah, the Black Star also helps us with that. This doesn't help, and this usually is just giving us garbage from this position because like all the damage cards we don't want anymore. Yeah, 2 elites on the left, or also 2 elites on in the middle. So do I need upgrades or not? It's dagger damage. Question mark is 1 roll for the normality, 99 gold. Yeah, outmaneuver wants to be green. Neutralize also wants to be green, probably if we're on 3 base energy and we're blocking the kunai. If we never see the different weakness source. And then Adrenaline also probably can be green at some point. Repair can be green, Reflex can be green. Yeah, we have plenty of upgrades. So basically what I see is that we go left side. Yeah? It's like here 1, 2, still take the 5. And then we get 1 roll for the 999 gold. Even if we have 99 gold, maybe it's too much gold, but probably we'll still take that over Relic if it comes for absolutely free. We buy our 2 shops with 1,500 gold. Yeah, probably floating like 300 or 400 gold or something at the end, but maybe it's still good. Yeah, other part is just squads, right? So we do, yeah, we do the left. Outmaneuver Footwork Survivor. It can take damage next turn, but there's not much else to do. Don't play backstab here because there's a potential finisher next turn. Yeah. Okay, it's probably dead. It's probably dead. Oh yeah, the dagger, now the dagger is actually picking up the pace, yeah? Because we do need the dagger to perform now. Now that we are stuck on 3 energy for the rest of the run, and blocking is difficult. And we need to one-shot speed and shield basically. It's really hard to block speed and shield with how this run would even look. Well, unless the Black Star goes crazy. But again, something like Dead Range is not even a huge out anymore because we have the Pyramid. And we have no energy on top of that. Well, that's very good. Also needs an upgrade though, but unless you will tell me it's time for the Catalyst to shine. Oh yeah, go here again for 5 dagger damage. Guess we do this, yeah? We are going in for a lot of damage. Guess what we are doing? Yeah, we are going in with even more damage. I'm pretty sure they're all dead. I'm pretty sure they're all dead, but I can check just in case. How big is this? This base is 31 and it's 32, and 32 is 64 damage. Okay, one shot. Not this guy though, I'm shot mid though. Yeah, okay, so we just do whatever the hell we want then. When we Horn also is never an easy problem. Just finish her here. There's nothing else to do, right? Just lay the dagger and get the hell out. Yeah, 64 damage. Upgraded. Okay, we'll take this one. This one's good. That is pretty funny though, but we have the dagger now, so we probably just ignore this, yeah? Probably. And there's no like nightmare or burst either to actually apply 200 poison to the heart. I would like to see some whales soon though, because right now we only have one multi-hit cheat. And we don't even strip artifact against the heart, so this malaise is not really blocking future cycles like that easily either, yeah? Reapplying weakness is also difficult. And we are on 3 bases, so again, like blocking heart against Beard of Death is just very, very difficult to do. Always Madness. I mean, we have Omamori at least. I think spending Omamori charges on like 999 goes slightly better than spending on the Rise to heal 6, but you know. Unless you tell me it's time for the Madness, because generally these Madnesses are not so terrible. We are on 3 base energy. And hitting any defense or the sneaky strike, whatever is good. Like the bad things to hit would be strikes. If the Madness is a hit strike, it's bad, but everything else being hit is good. But probably not, right? Yeah, probably not. Just take another deflect or something if you want to do that. Your 6 lose 3, you don't lose anything here. I mean, you lose max HP, your current HP is still the same. Oh yeah, still go short and then 3 leads, yeah. So no more question mark on this icon, which means no My Bloom gold. I sure hope this guy's freaking dead next turn, because otherwise we're in trouble. Saving the prepare for next turn is possible, so it's like PK, outmaneuver, footwork, defend, and I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand, so I don't overdraw. Big dagger is 3774. That's still pretty far off, but we do reach a little bit. We have the terror potentially. I don't even hold the defense in hand, so if I need to block next, then I will take a lot of damage. Yeah. At the same time, I guess we can spend 1 upgrade and 1 rest, and sometimes we see sustained relics from the elites anyway with Black Star. Trying prepare immediately is more information. At the same time, we have to discard a strike, so... And the strike next turn outmaneuver can get payoff big, especially if finisher is drawn, yeah? And this is playing... I think I just play the defense. So it's a defense outmaneuver, and then... hopefully we kill it next turn. That's scary, not even terror. Okay, I guess we are blocking. If we are blocking now, then it's actually kind of spooky even after. Unless you tell me this kill. Is this killing if I don't discard? Because 20 plus under 42, 63. Oh, it's so close, but not quite. It's actually so close, but not quite, unless I upgrade pod. But I don't want to use upgrade pod in the whole way fight. Oh, yeah, this is 42, 60, 62, 70, 144. We got 6 damage off. But the problem is that if you want to keep all the attack in hand and you discuss this, and then you play Degatron and then prepare and you don't draw into lethal, you are in trouble. By in trouble, I mean you take a lot of damage. If you discard 2 strike, then suddenly a good draw is no longer even good enough anymore though. At the same time, like what are even the good draws? Like this, so 3, maybe 4. 4 good draws still a lot. You have risk 2, yeah? And you have like adrenaline, also self-cycle, reflex draw 2. How big is the punish? Because you get yeah, it's 18. And right now I'm taking 0. If I keep 2 defense right now, I am already taking 0 this turn. And then I have like what? 4 dexterity, so maybe I can actually block it. It's like I will be forced to block, yeah? Because if I don't get the PK turn kill, then I guess we can still do a big finisher Blade Dance turn, but our maneuver was already also played. Probably not. A nice card there. Yeah, a nice commit. Oh, actually that's annoying. That's annoying. I guess I should still take the damage then. Yeah, I should still do this because I did survivor in my hand. Do I play the Ritual Dagger now? If I don't play the Ritual Dagger now, it's really hard to kill later, but 5 damage is so big, man. And then 3 sustain. Never mind. Let's take the hit. Yeah, bottom deck the good cards like this, and this. And maybe next turn we have a big turn. Oh yeah, survivor, sneaky, defend, full block, yeah. And in this turn we are defenseless, but maybe it dies. Okay, we did draw into Blade Dance, so it probably does die. And I don't need to play the accuracy, right? We just terror into Blade Dance finisher. That is 52 damage. Yeah, it's dead. Oh, good. But this fight, like right here, you also see why I say maybe I want some active draw, yeah? At the same time, the active draw like Acro doesn't really work because we are also short in energy like crazy. So backflip or something like this is nice. But I don't know whether I would pick a second reflex or not in this position. 5, so it's dead. Addition. We have 2 prepared now, and yes, of course we can use the energy. And then it makes, if we have addition, then Acro is easy to pick. Oh, prepare? No, too many prepare is also not what I want because we also need to hold some cards. So like 2 prepare is usually the sweet spot. I think 3 usually is too many. And you saw the turn just now on turn 2, our hand has 10 cards, but then the prepare was already kind of awkward to play at the second one. A single shot. Okay, I guess I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm sorry for buying this ancient pot, I guess. Here's a Giga ancient pot. And okay, first things first. Yeah, first order business, that's always bought. And I'm pretty sure this is always bought. And so afterwards we have 109 gold. How stupid is it to buy artifact strip here? The few miners, yes. Because artifact strip is pretty good, you know. So you can actually play the whale. Otherwise, like, how on earth do we strip 2 artifacts against the heart? It just never happens. We have nothing, no? Like we have only 1 neutralizer in the Malays, and I do not want to use Malays to strip artifacts so that I get play well, yeah. Also, yes, the catalyst is still here. Okay, a few minus and catalyst probably doesn't lead anywhere ever, but you know, you can pretend that it does something. And the fumes can already kind of work here so that you can play terror and actually kill something. No, I mean, I like it. It's just bought the strip artifact here. It doesn't do damage, but I don't need it to do damage. I need artifact strip very badly, in fact. Yeah, actually, artifact strip very badly, and we can survive first cycle like pretty easily now with this. This potion is so strong though. Artifact pot and the Ghost in the Jar do roughly the same thing, but at the same time they're like slightly different. Artifact pot is also, yeah, very powerful even in just a normal fight. Even in Spear and Shield is strong, but the artifact pot is only for the heart. Yeah, the artifact pot is actually only for the heart. Ghost Spear and Shield? No. The point is that, but yeah, that's the thing. If you take Ghost and artifact pot, yeah, then if you bring both in the heart, I guess it's still fine. You just artifact pot on turn 1 and then you release the ghost, you're probably. Because I do not expect this deck to have to go to like 5 cycles against the heart and it's still not dead somehow, yeah. Because the struggle is just the initial turns. After initial turns, you get some kunai stack and you have like decent HP. You can just pay HP to make HP. And then hopefully it would die, even though it eventually goes to 3. But the point of having Ghost in the Jar and the artifact pot and the block pot is that you say first cycle multi hit is always dealt with the Malays or the Pacing Wheel, and now you just ghost the big hit. In fact, like on the ghost turn, you can get your PK or get the kunai stack immediately because beat is 1, yeah, to get ahead of the fight. And then if you need to, you can use upgrade pot in Spear and Shield instead for PK damage or extra block for draw. Using team, I sure hope that we don't use any potion in boss gauntlet. In fact, like any potion in Act 3 in general. Yeah, I sure hope that we don't use a single potion in this Act 3, yeah? Otherwise, you know, something bad has happened. And yeah, I think the Ghost and upgrade pot combination is better than this, because if you have a Ghost in the Jar, you can enter the hard fight with low HP even, it's fine. You can even lose half of your HP pool to the Spear and Shield, yeah? And then you're still kind of safe in the hard fight with your Ghost in the Jar with this deck. But if you take Ancient Potion and the Ghost in the Jar and you have to go Spear and Shield, something terrible can happen after. Oh yeah, probably not. Yeah, again, yeah, we throw away a lot of gold in this run, by the way. I bought a Widow with Host on floor 2 and then paid 75 gold to Cleric to remove it. I paid like what 80 something for this artifact pot in mid act 2 and now I'm throwing it away to buy a Ghost in the Jar. Yeah, just throwing money away, yeah, like somebody else's business. Do I remove or not? We make 90... 150 gold here, so if I remove, I can still buy common relic, shop relic, or I can remove again in Act 4 shop. And just remove is very strong. Remove for this deck is strong. At some point, our attack density can be a little bit low, yeah? So, do we keep strike and remove defense? Still sounds stupid. If I think I would like to see another Blade Dance and pick it though. Yeah, I think I would like to see one more Blade Dance and then pick it here. But the attack density is dropping further and further. This finisher is super dependent on the Blade Dance to be drawn together, yeah? Previously, the finisher was still doing fine even without the Blade Dance, but now it really needs the Blade Dance, especially if I remove this. At the same time, it's not like strike, so good or anything. Any urgent upgrade? Terror pretty nice, Adrenaline pretty nice too. Terror is auto play in any fight that does not have artifact. It's play instantly the moment it's drawn. So the upgrade is relevant. At the same time, against Spear and Shield, the Adrenaline upgrade is definitely better. Weapon still better than strike? Yes, because against the hardest fight, this deck would go multiple cycles, yeah? And the hard fight, relatively speaking, is still the most difficult fight by far for this deck. Simply because we don't have a real beat death solution to safely stack the kunai with. So yes, strike is still garbage. And by the way, if we ever get to a point where the heart is no longer scary at all whatsoever, we have won the run, yeah? So the That point does not matter. If this one ever reaches a point where the hut is no longer like any threat, then we have already won the run. So whatever what you remove doesn't matter. Just don't remove a ritual dagger plus or something. Well, the terror upgrade is good, but it's also not like needed. You know, it's not urgently needed. Any thoughts for recalling now? Because with the Black Star, we also might just see red side relics, you know, like the maybe even like Peace Pipe or something like shovel, and we just keep digging. Because right now I don't really see the upgrades are good. Yeah, the energy upgrades are good with this deck. This upgrade also is like pretty nice, honestly. At the same time, they are not urgently needed. Cast it instantly, so we have a red problem. After image will be a big one. If you have an after image that can be upgraded to after image plus, and then you have a second red dance, then yeah, probably the hard fight is safe if you have perma quick, which you should have. Awaken 1 is an option. Awaken 1, you are scared of Awaken 1 with the Malaise plus in the deck with the Pyramid and with the Kunai. Awaken 1. Oh yes, that's definitely a fight that you should think about, yeah, in this spot. Yeah, more Hexabet? No. After we exhaust the powers and whatnot, after the first cycle, we don't actually need to play Gamble again. This is not that type of deck. Basically, what we need to do for this one to be smooth is we just need to make the first deck cycle go better. Because I think after everything is deployed and we're still decently healthy, we win every single fight. Now, sometimes you're not healthy enough because again you're only on 3 base energy and there's like a lot of potential charge here. I will prepare. If you don't want to reflex, you can still just not discard reflex and use this prepare instead. So I don't see a reason not to use this. Exhausting some slimes. I mean, it seems fine to me. Probably keep the defense though, honestly. So just discard 2 slimes. Hello, this. yeah, we draw back these again, but again, this fight is not a problem. This fight doesn't go past on next cycle because the moment we draw into some PK terror, this is one shot. Yeah, discard these, and I think we do footwork and 3 attacks, get the cooldown and 3 dexterity to get ready to block next turn. Because next turn we can never kill it. So like, don't do the thing, please. Nice doing the thing. Yeah, always burn into 45, yeah? And weakness is not in hand yet. And that's another problem with this deck, is that we currently don't have a perma weakness chain if the Malaise is not enough on its own. Like, the only weakness source we have other than Malaise is the neutralized miners. Which is why I'm still on the fence with the upgrade. I don't want to commit one upgrade yet, you know? Because I don't think the upgrade is super needed for this fight and maybe the next fight. But for the end game, the difference between the upgrade choice could be very, very big. So I want to delay the decision. Adrenaline now and see. Don't overdraw. Okay, we have a lot of block in hand, so plus kind of fine. It's not full block though, but it's still fine. Oh, terror is here. Dagger is not in hand yet, no PK though. But yeah, this is 04 energy, we take 1 damage still. I guess Fume is not relevant in this fight, so let's just discard it. Ow! Dagger is not in hand. Next time if it does 45 again, I'm sad. There's nothing to do to make me not sad though. That cannot be prevented. Just Malaise or outmaneuver Malaise? If I outmaneuver Malaise, it goes to 6 and 6 is 4 and 4 is still 0. And for next turn, it doesn't matter too much. Energy next turn can perform. But yeah, if it does 45 again, I'm taking a big hit. So hopefully it just doesn't do that. You know. It's 3 times 3. Can play this now, so no real reason to. We can get a cool nice stack before playing defense next turn if it does the root hit. Okay, he didn't do it, so we are mostly fine. Probably. Because I do draw 3 of these cards, so either I draw defense or the piercing wheels, and no matter what, we take no damage. Which is good. It is already full blocks, yeah. And then it's dead next turn. I play this for fun. Play this for a cool nice stack also for fun. But you see, right? This deck still has plenty of holes, yeah? Even though the relics we have already kind of give us maximum potential is enough to deal with victory, but you can see like what actually happened in the fight depending on draw can still be very weird. And then you want to say that Vac 2 this deck beats so hard. Yeah, I mean if we have like 1000 HP, then I think the heart will die to the kunai. Yes. And I think we don't have 1000 HP, guys. Wow, amazing! Thank you. Exactly what I need for my boss relic. Yeah, look at this. Of course, Yuzu Blazes does literally nothing because we don't go to a single question mark. Blood Bio is at least healing a tiny bit. Upgraded, yeah, this was definitely being picked. Well, cannot delay the decision anymore. Now we have to make the first upgrade. I think from what I have seen just now, like the statistician will just never be green, yeah? And same, maybe the same for adrenaline, I don't even know yet, but especially after taking deflect, the energy upgrade gets weaker already. So I can see reflex upgrade, but I think the most non-committal upgrade to make right here is the neutralize, so I should just do that. Again, I don't want to make a decision yet, and this upgrade is a non-decision. Because I don't actually even want to pick up the Sucker Punch or anything, you know, from this spot. Sucker Punch plus maybe okay, but I don't actually want to pick a Sucker Punch. And then if we see a leg sweep, that's already the kind of an okay case. So no, it was picked. And a back one. That is actually good. I would really like to see a second red dancing and then maybe a bunch of backflips. That would be nice. Oh yeah, by the way, the backflip that could have been in our deck right here, but it was picked. I picked a slam over the backflip, yeah, so now it's upset and it doesn't show up again. I would like to, you know, formally apologize to backflip, and if it comes back, it gives me a second chance. I would really appreciate it, you know. Please come back. I would like some backflips. Atomancer, we do have the Gremlin Horn, yeah, so hopefully it's not a huge problem. We also have the Reacher Dagger. Of course I can kill this dagger right now, but then I lose my finisher. This fight can be pretty spooky, by the way. I think I should not even touch this dagger here, yeah. In fact, I should probably just take 1 damage this turn. So I discard these 2, play Upmover, Deflect plus, and then hold everything else. Yeah, this is why the prepare was not played last turn, yeah? So we actually have things to do here. It is actually possible to kill her this turn if we draw well enough. If I play the Deflect first, I'm probably losing 2 HP for it or something. If I upgrade pot, I'm pretty sure we're also like kind of fine, yeah? But at the same time I don't want to do that. Yeah, prepare first and to reflect the overdrawing by 1, so I have to deflect. I have to spend a card first, and I don't know where to attack yet, so yeah, I think we just deflect first and we lose HP, we lose HP. Sometimes I lose more than 1 because of course there's a footwork here and maybe I get 2 good and I stack even, so it could be up to Like what, 4 HP if I play this first, but it's fine. Facing wheel is very good to draw here. Yeah, we did draw the footwork. But okay, with this hand I'm pretty sure she's not dead because there's no terror and there's no blade dance in hand. At least not dead with this hand, so we kill the daggers and draw some cards first and then reroll it, yeah. 12-7 is killing here, clean. Finisher is killing immediately, 1 dagger. I guess you can also do something like this. Yeah, 12 plus 13 on this guy. Then neutralize on her. Neutralize on this guy is probably better, but yeah, it doesn't matter too much probably. Finisher here. Vermin Horn is a huge help in this fight. This guy needs to die next turn, but I don't want to draw. I don't want to play my Ritual Dagger on that though. So I guess we just take some extra damage and also get the kunai. Yeah. Accumulate on her. So we take yeah, some damage, not that much. We are weakened though. Okay, if this guy doesn't attack this turn, if she doesn't attack this turn, then maybe we don't need to kill it, but we'll see. I cannot even kill it in the first place, so I guess you just take damage again. Yeah, that's why neutralize should have gone here last turn, yeah, not on her. So the punish is like 5 HP, but she is dead next turn. Also, you see why I say 1 active draw for this deck. Yeah. See why I say 1 active draw. She's dead by the way to 2 attacks, so we have Nanchaku at 9. 141. Okay, these are slightly better than the previous 2 relics from Blackstar. Not like run-winning relics, but they're fine. The Clone Dagger... Yeah, I mean... Actually, also a good upgrade target. Yeah, so like kunai payoff, makes the finisher stronger, plays with accuracy, stacks the kunai. And we have upgrades. It's like so garbage though, otherwise, but maybe it's still okay, I don't even know. Oh, you can take Dagger Throw Plus. It's not active draw though, Dagger Throw Plus, but yeah, this is also not drawing at all. It draws a little bit, Immortal. And just right now I do want another way to stack the kunai cleanly per deck cycle. Right now we only have the Blade Dance. Very sure. Yeah, but probably not over this. This guy is very annoying because he doesn't allow me to... First of all, he can deal damage to me, yeah? That would be bad, but more importantly, my dagger doesn't get bigger. That's annoying. I hope the terror is not so late here though. Otherwise we actually have some problems. Take 2 to exhaust the slime because these are good cards in hand, and yes, this fight is like not actually safe at all. Let's kill it? Well, are you talking to me or to the transient? Yeah, just kill it, right? Look at the silent, like, only 53 HP. Because if there's one side that can kill somebody in this fight, is actually this guy killing me, and not me killing him. And me killing him is just not happening. Dagger, even with PK Terror, is only 150. So even if you set up the perfect outmaneuver finisher Blade Dance turn, that I think that deals at around 500, maybe 400 or 500 damage. But you cannot do that 2 times in this fight, so it just doesn't work. It simply just doesn't work. Take 1 more. Dagger, yeah, I don't want to spend my dagger yet though, because dagger is the 1-time full block here. But this could be the turn. This could be the turn. It's like 60. I still need to spend 1 thing, but I can play the piercing whale. So here it's 52 plus the 6 plus the 2 is actually 60. Is perfect full block, and I get to exhaust the whale. Yeah, and next turn outmaneuver energy, turn afterwards have tactician, adrenaline, turn afterwards have flower. So in the next 3 turns they all have energy. So yeah, it's good. Piercing is full block. And then we play footwork outmaneuver, yeah. I play this. We have plenty of defense, and maybe I can play Water Plants next turn with outmaneuver energy to exhaust. And I don't actually want to draw this again. There it comes down. Spending PK here and then playing Red Dance is a bit annoying because we don't have a lot of payoff, but maybe it's still fine. Honestly, yeah, I think I can exhaust some stuff here though. Yes, let's just exhaust some cards. Yeah, let's just exhaust some cards. Teams played. We do a PK next turn. I can get another energy this turn, but then no kunai stack. Anyway, kunai doesn't really matter. Kunai probably doesn't matter. Do that. We'll do this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, neutralize now is fine because we can persist for next turn. And with the Blade Dance in hand, it should be okay. Would like to sell these relics. Next time we do have the flower. Do something like this, probably. Takes 1 damage. Immortal is also not that important, yeah? So maybe I just don't care about the Immortal. I don't want to take 1 damage. And Chaku is more important anyway. And we can still play a lot of cards. So like... yeah, it's not so bad, no? And Chaku on 9, then Immortal on 6. Okay, I'm stupid. I guess. I'm sorry. It's still good though. I would still take this. But seriously though, we did active draw, yeah? Otherwise we can face serious problems. This is why the upgrade was also delayed. Because now if the situation with the draw never improves, we can upgrade the reflex or the second prepared. I mean, I hope I can upgrade. Over here, we draw 1 card from this, so guess we play defend. And play this right now, but it's better to play next turn anyway, yeah. Okay, this is fine. Silent Dream, except this version is really bad because these are both unupgraded. So this dream is a little bit lacking. Yeah, this dream is just a little bit lacking, you know, compared to normal. It's still fine, no? I guess one-shotting here, so we can just hit this. Hopefully we can kill it right now, so we have the... everything's perfect. Looks like it's dead. So you can have 6, 9, 2 here if you want. Or you can advance this to +1 and then this is ruin. Yeah, probably drawing 1 card, turn 1 is not too bad still. Well that is definitely being picked. That doesn't solve a draw problem though, but it is being picked. In Avos, I think it was only like 500 because you know the image quality was bad, and also there was an unnecessary comment, you know, explaining like why the post was made. So I think it only ended up with around like 500. If we never solve a draw issues, and the block, the upgrade part can also be card draw, yeah, because you can upgrade the prepare and upgrade the reflex. however, pretty powerful with PK, can be powerful with Akabeko, and can be strong with the 2 Blade Dance. You can give a finisher, for example, or a choke. Not that choke plays though, but finisher can play. It's a big out. Probably still not. Of course, if I lead with Black Star. For now, that looks fine. We can get a kunai stack here, but I am feeling that I just do... Yeah, Fumes. This fight doesn't need to be played. Yeah, maybe just discard and Fumes then. It's like kind of dead at the same time I won my dagger. Surely I'm allowed to just wait here until my dagger, right? I'm sure I'm allowed. Should I play this or not? Because not playing it is getting me kunai, but I also need to be prepared to block 45 that's potentially coming. It's 39, 39 weakens to 29. We don't have energy next turn, so I need to draw into my deflex. Or the addition. Whatever, right? Just hit. Okay, it's not doing it, and if it's not doing it, then we probably are okay. And now I can exhaust the slimes. Yeah, okay, good. We do not need to discard reflex, but survivor can also activate it, yeah. And maybe we have some dagger throw next turn also. Hopefully draw dagger now. I mean, it's definitely dead, but I don't want to kill it. Yeah, no dagger in hand, I don't actually want to kill it, so like, guess we just leave it be. Dagger kills later anyway, and we have... It's weakened, we have 5 dexterity, so we should be fine. In fact, we have 6 dexterity. So we should be just fine, and we overkill a billion. Yeah, it's only 29 damage, you know, and 29 is a 3 block, no issue. Flower and 2 is not super easy to do. We need to stay here for a few turns. Our deck does have 5 burns. We still need to play 3 block cards in order to block that. If we just don't play another card here, next turn I can dagger throw. Sometimes we still don't draw the dagger with that, though. I guess multi is 0, so we don't need to do so much. In fact, this is freaking 15 damage, right? So we can even kill when it's intangible. Yeah, okay. Don't do anything then. So never hits, and then look at this, 15 damage. And next time we dagger, yeah? For 1 damage, and then we have 8, 9, 2. Die. Wow. Oh, this Black Star is going crazy, guys. This is a decent amount of damage, but it's kind of not what we need, you know. I need block, not damage or draw. The fish... Yeah, probably not doing anything. This is a skip, yeah. We do not need a second Chrono Dagger. We have a second Blade Dance plus to block the kunai also now. Backflip actually just never came back, right? And the Acro also did not show up. The only Acro we saw in the whole run was an Acro in the shop. I did not buy when we were on 3 energy pyramid with no... I mean, we're still on 3 energy pyramid, yeah, but at the time we don't have anything to make energy yet. And was also drawing on turn 1 9 cards, so, you know, hand was getting clogged. I mean, now I would like an Acro. Or a backflip. But yeah, the draw character is once again struggling with draw in the deck. Like, what's up with that? Now, what is up with that? Predator probably not, right? Because yeah, Predator with 3 base energy and the pyramid is probably also not even drawing real cards. I mean, at least we have that. Actually, no, I don't have the defect word record. Now what? This is already a big best attack for us. I don't get my kunai if I just stop here, but I guess we don't really care. I could have started a turn finisher maybe, but yeah, probably not. I guess if we go to Sekunai, I can do something like this. Not safe to stack kunai here though, because it's not weakened. Yeah? On the other hand, you can simply just exhaust some cards. Let me just exhaust some cards. That is not what we want to see. And it's also not very easy to reroll this. And yeah, here you can see the active draw problem is coming. It's showing itself. Lacking the active draw. Reflect is already used. Yeah, my lace is nice, but not actually doing anything in this hand. I don't need accuracy at all, so I guess we'll just discard it. We can finish her first to check the intent. Yeah, that is fine. That's fine. So I don't get my kunai. If it roll into something I don't want to accept, then I can strike again. But if it roll into back to the 38, then I guess we can dagger. Otherwise here, yeah, it's still fine. I don't want to reroll this. I see normally this thing is just like super eager to curse you, yeah? Now that we actually wanted to curse to skip a turn, it doesn't do it. Does not. Okay, about the fumes. Okay, that is fine. I just do that. I don't know why I played the PK, but you know I did. I don't actually want to kill it this turn. That's probably okay though. And the other kunai here, even if it rolls into biggest attack, can still full block. That is annoying, but can draw into Blade Dance. Dagger even when weakened is already killing, yeah? So we just do whatever here. Dagger is like he overkilling. Why did I do that? Yeah. My brain short circuited for a second, yeah, because I wanted to do 9-9, but then I just play another attack. I should have just played the defense. And then we dagger. Whatever. This is not super important in Jaku. Yeah, whatever, just kill. Upgraded. It's still not draw, but it's like Giga Kunai payoff. It is, however, not draw. But it's probably being picked. Unless you tell me it's time for the skill Kabeko idea to come in play with our Giga energy with the Maneuver and then the Happy Flower and then the K-Max and Night Force Shot. The TLK is not really over this, right? Is that true? In the Spear and Shield fight, if we are dying, if we are drawing bricks on turn 2, then yeah, I guess the Steel Curse is better. Of course, it can randomly dagger something that we don't actually want to kill. And then we are sad, and then you can play the Reflex Tactician. But usually, it does something good. Yeah, the main problem with this with the dagger is just it hits something that we don't want to hit yet, and maybe it wastes the PK turn sometimes potentially. But otherwise, reaching 3 cards when the deck doesn't draw has to be better than what the craft is doing. Yeah, it has to be better. Yeah. Okay, apparently we still just have not seen draw at all. So question here, upgrade is definitely going on the draw card. And the question is whether it's reflex or is it the prepared, the second prepared. I think it's reflex, right? After adding so many 0 cost and also energy source, like energy here, 0 cost here, 0 cost here, another 0 cost here. Zero cost here. Yeah, it probably is the reflex first. And then in Act 4, if we can upgrade again over resting, which I hope we do, then we upgrade the second prepared. And that is our draw. It's not a very good draw engine, but you know, it is a little bit. Yeah, it's not often. It does overdraw sometimes, but not so often. Because we do have a lot of random energy sources as well. Yes, like Nunchaku, yeah, for some reason not set up. We have Flower, we have the Adrenaline, we have the Arm Maneuver, we have the Tactician. But yeah, very happy that I did pick up the Reflex on this. Otherwise the situation would actually be even worse than what it is right now. Right now it's already not very good, yeah, but it could be even worse. How big is Dagger, by the way? 66 only? 67, that's 134 without Terror. So how do I want to play this fight? Do I want to kunai a little bit and kill in the second cycle, or do I want to rush first cycle? Basically the question is, do I want to spend this PK randomly or not? Yeah, the first card is difficult, huh? I think I played the defense first. If I lose 3 HP or something because I lose 1 kunai stack and the footwork, so be it, yeah? But I think I play the defense first and see the card. You can also play Terror first. At the same time, I don't know whether I actually want to spend 1 energy on this card or not, but we most likely will spend 1 energy on this. Okay, that's... did not tell me anything. I guess it does mean that playing the PK here gets a tiny bit better. To make hand spade, that is. But yeah, no kunai stack this turn. Dodge and roll, defense, accuracy, PK is possible. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. If the PK misses, next turn is really better if we play that line. At the same time, I also don't have a lot of energy. I have +1 from this into this, which I don't want to spend right now. But is that even true? I'm spending 1 energy right now, like what do I get out of it? They are exhausting the Terror, which doesn't even accomplish anything. But yeah, like actually seeing no active draw in the whole run is dangerous, yeah? It's actually really dangerous, and we don't have something like Gambling Chip or Intense Burner to just cheat the draw. Like, yeah, Bag of Prep is nice and all, but it does, it's only advancing your turn by like 0.4. Gambling Chip gives you more than 1 turn, and the Intense Burner gives you 1 full turn also. On sale, it was not on sale, yeah? Do not spread fake news. If it was on sale, it's already in my deck. It was not on sale. In fact, I know exactly what it costed. Yeah, it cost 57 gold. You can check the vote. So you cannot gaslight me. At least with something important like that, I do remember. Are we fine in this fight, by the way, because our melee doesn't work here? Playing this PK and then missing it, missing the payoff entirely is so bad. How much burst do I have? Let's think about that instead. Let's say I have a perfect burst turn with maybe 2 Blade Dance into a finisher into a Ritual Dagger. Do I instant kill or not? Blade Dance is +5, so it's 9, so it's 18 per ship, which is 72. 72 per Blade Dance, 144 plus 130 something here, so yes, it will instant kill. I would need to wait for a long time though before playing the PK like that. But yeah, maybe with that I just don't play the PK then. Oh, I need to make hand space though, but I also don't really want to play backstab. This is just so annoying. Probably should just play the backstab, yeah. Holding PK is probably more important, and holding energy for next turn is also probably important. This might lose me a cool 9 stack, but also might not. If we draw Blade Dance early, but they're not together with the Ritual Dagger, we cannot one-shot with PK, then I guess we can do the second plan, is just this to stack the kunai instead. Yeah, so it's probably backstab and accuracy defense here. That is 5 cards in hand only, right? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Already taking damage this turn, yeah. Next turn is not getting any better. Yeah, this is why the PK was not played. Prepare minus first. And it's almost possible to deploy a terror. So we can deploy the next terror here. Is it possible to get the Inkbot to a draw before playing the prepare to increase the chance of drawing into the reflex? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of. Yeah, but then we are relying on the second terror. At the same time, we need to draw second terror anyway, otherwise it doesn't come down, unless you strip with Malays or something, which I don't want to. The Fumes is 1 turn late. And we do have energy this turn. Okay, sure. Now can prepare. Let's draw into second terror. That is painful. The -10 and doesn't get better. Your next turn still no weakness, and yes, you can see at the moment we bottom deck, adrenaline and the reflex, like how miserable the opening turns are, and the dagger is not early either. With this hand though, I do see that maybe finisher is just not needed, so I can play survivor to discard finisher. And we face tank like whatever comes next turn, which is 30, and then the turn afterwards with the PK we should be able to kill. Over 2 turns drawing 10 off of this. If we also play survivor though, the only way to activate this reflex would be this dagger throw. So the other choice is simply just accept this damage to my face, and then keep survivor because it blocks next turn anyway, maybe it blocks next turn with the footwork, and then can disactivate the reflex. And then keep finisher in hand also, which is probably better. Yeah, you can see at least it's not, spear and shield is not super pretty. Yeah? Next time we do have the flower, so I guess we can spend adrenaline here, and then maybe PK will still kill it next turn if dagger is drawn, because it's triple dagger damage, it's just killing with 2 energy only. Yeah, outmaneuver especially. PK is played. Footwork is played. I can play Blade Dance, get one. So 4 energy, we can do like 1, 2, 3, 4 here, for example. Yeah. I can also do 1, 2, 3, 4, which honestly is probably better, even though I take more damage this turn because I don't get kunai on this. But I need this to die next turn. Otherwise, we don't really do anything. So we take another 11 here. And you can see this one is not actually safe at all, yeah? Even though you might feel like it's safe from the relics. It was not safe at all. This does draw a card and it gives a thing, but I just play outmaneuver, I think. Now, hopefully this thing dies this turn, otherwise terrible things happen. It is dead. At least that's good news. Yeah, 201 damage. We can start the turn with Blade Dance, unfortunately. Yeah, we cannot start with the Blade Dance, but I guess we can start with 2 strike. Yeah, 2 strike into the Ritual Dagger is already killing it. And yeah, now of course we get kunai stack, so against this. If you dagger throw right now, I think it's also like kind of dead if you want to kill it now, but I don't want to kill it now. If we dagger throw now, then reflex will probably miss. Do this and get a kunai. And the immortal draw first. Yeah, reflex is here. By the way, 180, so it is dead, but our relics are messed up. Fire is over. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Or what does the remark actually mean? Because I currently see that I lost like what 30 HP in this fight. And I feel like taking 30 damage is not exactly pleasant, you know? Unless you are just talking about the burst damage potential of our deck, but that we already know. This deck has an insane burst potential of damage. We know that Czec 1, because Hexaghost took like 132 damage in turn 2. But the deck, unfortunately, you cannot just burst damage and then win the run just from that. The heart doesn't allow you to burst it down. Need to block like at least 1 cycle. And for this deck, we probably need to block like maybe 3 cycles even. That's annoying. Yeah, Fumes Wallet plans. We can always block this next turn 4 already. So now of course we don't take damage anymore, but you know, damage to our face is already heavy. Want to kill next turn, the PK now is like fine, reasonable. And yes, looking at how this fight goes and honestly the entire Act 3 in general, I think Immortal is actually more important than Nunchaku now. So if Nunchaku is messed up, yeah, I don't really care, but Immortal needs to be on the correct number. My list for 2, is it working? My list for 2 goes to 16, 16 is 12, so yes. Somehow play 8 cards this turn doesn't look impossible. It also doesn't look that easy. Overdraws. Yeah, not possible, and also mess up the thing. So I guess I can even stay here for 3 more turns or something. Poison doesn't kill it, yeah? So staying here for 3 more turns is fine. Can I take damage next turn? No, right? It's only plus 4 strength, so it's doing 32, and this is already enough block. Catalyst now still fine. It doesn't die unless I actually touch it. And we already know this full block. Of course, we also draw like complete bricks, yeah, but that's fine. Chaku will mess up most likely, but honestly I don't care. Yeah, skill next turn, poison is 6 into 7. It does gain a lot of plated though. Oh, maybe I should have kept the catalyst around now that I look at this. Probably shouldn't play any card when we kill with 8 cards next turn. Yeah, sure. Okay. Meter is definitely the more annoying fight between the two, and it's doing the thing on turn 1. The Awakened one is still basically completely free, yeah? But if this guy does the big hit next turn from 32 HP, we can face serious problem because it's not weakened. Start the fight with... What do I start the fight with? I can see playing this slime first. I'm probably playing the slime first. But I sure hope I don't actually need to Ghost into Giant this fight, otherwise we actually have serious problem against the heart. Even if we enter the fight with like full HP. Hand sucks? No, you cannot say the hand sucks before playing this, because you do get like 4 cards reach from here. And for now it's not super pleasant because it does the debuff on turn 1 and I do not draw like insurance, you know, say some malaise or weakness or something. How big is Ritual Dagger, by the way? 71. So triple damage, 72 is 216. Yeah, 216 bursts. That's a lot of damage. Nakuro, thing with the red. Currently getting a little bit old here because the deck has plenty of output, but it has no draw in it. And Time Eater is doing debuff on turn 1, and maybe next turn I'm really sad. Hopefully not. Now Adrenaline Energy is better to spend next turn. At the same time, I don't actually want to just end my turn like this, especially playing the defense, you know. So I should probably play the Adrenaline now. I can see Fumes into Adrenaline, and we'll see. Piercing Whale is here. All the defense are here next this turn, no? So there's like no kunai and no power setup, yeah. Yeah, even the Terror being played right now is also not even the bad thing. But like this, I have hand space problem, and also my cards are not good. It's really bad. I mean, Dagger is here, but oh, that's really bad, by the way. If he does a big hit next turn. Yeah, I just haven't drawn into any card. And I don't really want to overdraw, so I guess we still play a defense here. So it's what, backstab defense, yeah? Backstab defense, next turn we have 6 cards maximum. But we can always forcefully block the clock with this. Hopefully it just does multi-hit next turn so I can freaking wail in peace. You know, if it does a big hit, it sucks to be me then. Okay, at least it's the small hit. That doesn't mean that this fight is any good yet, yeah? Because you can see at the clock right now we cannot proc, and we still have not drawn into any powers. We have drawn into all our block in the opening hands. So I cannot get my kunai stack. I also don't get any power in play. No malaise. And basically I'm just passing 2 turns here. But at least this turn I'm not taking so much damage. Outmaneuver has no payoff for next turn either, yeah, because we only can play a few cards. Unless I proc the clock right now, it is still chaos. Which is honestly not the dumbest thing I have ever heard of, except because the dagger is in hand in here, so it doesn't really waste the dagger ever, yeah, with a one-shot card. The problem is that the Distill Curse can just play these, and suddenly I don't even proc the clock, and I lose my potion. So I guess you just accept terrible things are happening next turn, probably, and then move on. In this turn I do what, dodge and roll defend, make hand space. You can even play your deflect. Next turn currently have 4 cards, so we play this we have 3. So making hand space with deflect and opening for 2 cards doesn't even do anything, yeah. Yeah, probably just taking a big hit this turn, whatever is coming. Okay, that's the small hit at least. Now we can do outmaneuver to prepare for the next turn, which could be big, could be a malaise. It will never do multi-hit next turn though, it's either big hit or the debuff. And either way, it's not very good. Yeah, again, we have not drawn any power then. Like, the malaise is also kind of power. I guess you can say you draw like the terror, the power. We draw Fumes, okay fine, we draw Fumes. But that is not a power, it depends on slime. So we did draw the Fumes. Not that the Fumes is doing anything here though. The purpose of the Fume literally is that we can Piercing Whale the heart like 3rd cycle or something. Otherwise the deck does a strip artifact. That is literally the only thing the Fumes does, but it makes every other fight worse. So double defense, outmaneuver, and cryo one. Probably true. I mean, I can outmaneuver first. Like, what card would I play over the defense? Nothing, because even the malaise is play next turn. I guess Survivor maybe, yeah, Survivor maybe. Heresy, well, that's 1 power, but there's no point playing it this turn, yeah. So play this and cry, or you can play this, because you are not showing energy for next turn, it blocks 2 more. Is that... It sounds like fake news. Because we don't have activator here yet, so maybe I need to spend 4 energy to sack kunai and then need to play this and need to play that. Like 13. Still have not drawn into weakness. Neutralize and malaise both at bottom, but this turn we can do a lot. Because the outmaneuver is here at least. And yes, the PK Terror thing to burst this from half is still maybe happening, yeah. Oh no, this is fine. If it debuff this turn is way scarier because it can debuff into this attack. But if it does only the draw down this turn, then first of all, number one is that we know that we are not dying this turn, yeah, because the block is already in hand. And number two is that next turn I probably can still do something about it. Because it never does a big hit next turn, so next turn if it's multi-hit we can malaise. If it debuffs, then we have 2 turns to prepare. Either way, yeah, Clone Dagger. Need to be a bit careful here. Immortal doesn't proc this turn either, so I need to not go crazy with cards play. But I do want to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 cards only for the turn after. Sometimes we would be forced to go so with this line, but at the same time, not getting a kunai here also. It doesn't do anything now. Yeah, this way you use all the energy and get a kunai stack. Yeah, 3 cards next turn we only draw 4, so if it does a multi-hit and we don't draw into the malaise, we need to ghost, probably, which is run losing barely bad if it happens. Oh, that is also not very good unless we can kill it next turn with 400. The good case would actually be that he multi-hit this turn and we draw the malaise, yeah? Now the next good thing is that potentially he does a multi-hit next turn and we can malaise still. Yeah, 40 is not pleasant, maybe I actually have to ghost, because I don't really think we can kill it with 400 even with the PK Terror thing with only 12 cards. But we'll see, maybe we can. 3 cards in here is prepare first to know whether I'm playing PK or not. We do have energy next turn. We have plenty of energy. Okay, not that much, but we do have at least 4. So let's say I discard Terror. Is Try ever played? No. Okay, maybe we can discuss Try. Because then the 2 cards could be like PK Terror probably. Yeah, PK Terror. And then we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 in hand, yeah. But then we can play Dagger Throw into Sneaky. Into 12 cards next turn. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. So we have 5 ships. You can of course exchange the neutralize for the shift, but we just calculate like 5 shifts first. So like 5 shifts. And then 6, 7, 8. Finisher on 8 attacks. Base is 9, weaken vulnerable is actually 10. 10 times 8 is 80. 80 with the ritual dagger is 72, is 144. 144. Actually, no. Of course, like PK this is freaking double. Yeah, 10 attacks, so we did count it. 1, 2, 3, 8 attacks, 8 attacks. So this is 9 base, it becomes 18, and 18 is actually 20, and 20 times 8 is 160. 160, this is 144. 144 is plus 16, right? So 160 also, we have 320 already. And then the shift is 9, which is 18, and 18 becomes 20 also. That's 80. So if we can play everything, it will die next turn. With 12 cards. From this much HP. And Flower is also on 2. Of course, this will be messed up completely, but at this point, I don't really care, yeah? We only draw 4 of these, so it's not guaranteed that we land everything. But I think we go for it. I think we go for it. So discard the strike, play PK Terror here. I think we go for it.
also play an attack first because, but sometimes you don't draw the second Blade Dance. And then the neutralize is actually here to, it's like what, 30 something damage for the finisher also. Yeah, so we just play this. Okay, if we don't kill this turn, it is doing multi-hit and we draw the Blade Dances, so I think it's dead. I'm pretty sure it dies with 12 cards, but we can check. 22, 51, 200, and the finisher is always being rich. Cast play 12, yeah? Is it 1, 2, 3? Do I need to make hand space? My hand is currently 8, so I go to 7, discard this. I go to 7, I draw into 8, I discard this, so my hand is currently full. And then I play this, my hand is 9, my hand is 8. Can face some overdraw. I mean, okay, it's definitely dead. Yeah. The question is just like whether I can land the last hit with a dagger or not. But yeah, we have enough hand space, so I can simply just play the line. It would die. Oh yeah, reflex upgrade. Yeah, reflex minus would be better here, funnily enough. But only if he beats a dagger lethal. So if I change, because here we see it's like 20 per attack, yeah? So now if let's say I don't play the neutralize, I guess I can play neutralize and then Blade Dance here anyway. And we get only 3 ships, but that's okay. It's like 1 here and then 2 here and then 3 ships is 5 cards, like 7, and then play 8. Again, yeah? 3 ships, and here is like 7, and then go to 8, and then it goes to 9, goes to 10, so we can play to another 2 ships here, which means I still get 5 ships. Which is 5 ship, here is like 6 attacks, so 160. Yeah, I mean, it's still killing, no problem. There's no problem. Still dead. Yeah, 20 per ships. Oh wait, I don't have energy. Oh, I don't have energy for this. So this card of survivor doesn't gain energy, it's just neutral. You spend 1 to make 1. Ah, it is actually that, yeah? Yeah, I should have said survivor first because 1 Blade Dance is already lethal, but I was lazy, so now we lose 5 dagger damage. I mean, it's still dead. I just need to play the dagger before the finisher and it's done. But yeah, I cannot play the second Blade Dance, so yes, I should have just survivor first because 4 ship is killing already, we don't need the 5th ship. So I just beat the 5 dagger damage. Like how important is 5 dagger damage in the spear and shield? I hope it's not important. I sure hope that it doesn't make a huge difference whether it's 71 or 76, yeah? Like this doesn't kill, right? It's like 120 and this is 162, so no, it doesn't die. I need to dagger first. I can advancing more to a tiny bit by doing survivor statistician. It's just 1 card for free. But yeah, now it's dead, yeah, 140. So we survivor statistician and then finisher at the end. And relics would be 6, 3, 2. Not the best setup, and also we miss the dagger, but you know, what can you do? This fight is just annoying. And if that doesn't convince you of the burst damage potential, I don't know what will, yeah? Because we kill the time meter from 407 HP with 20 block while we're weakened with 12 cast limit. We just killed it. So that's our damage potential. Unfortunately, you need a little bit more than just damage to win this game. So here you can rest for 11 or you can upgrade the card. I think I would like to upgrade the card. Yeah, like the second repair. Like just dig deeper. No, this deck needs to dig into the cards and then we can actually do something. Would work 1 dexterity for this deck. Yeah, that would do something nice. If you want on dexterity, just upgrade clone dagger instead. Yeah, just one dexterity but better. Yeah, upgrade draw, no? Just upgrade draw. Okay, 200 gold only. Ooh. Apparently 200 gold can still buy a lot of good things, yeah? Toolbox has to be stronger than 10 HP, right? And of course toolbox is stronger than remove, right? You can also take Eviscerate, funnily enough, but probably not. Eviscerate is again just damage, which, you know, I think we want something that deals more than just damage. But yeah, no echo, no backflip here. There's a blur if you want to, but don't really think so, right? In fact, actually, if you do blur and remove, you have exact code. You have exact code to do blur remove. So maybe it's meant to be, but yeah, probably not. Because we already have pyramid and ways to full block the multi-hit, yeah. I don't think we need to set up like 2 turns to block 1 turn in the hard fight at all. After the blur is doing something, basically if we already get dexterity and the blur is doing literally anything, then we don't need the blur anymore in this deck. Yeah, damage problem, exactly, right? Like all the damage problems that we currently have in this deck. Counter spot will solve them all. Yeah, just buy 2 box and move on. Cannot do Blade Dance 2 box, we are 10 gold short, even with the fish. Infinite Blades. How stupid is it? Like Infinite Blades, probably very stupid. How stupid is it actually though? It's like a kunai generator against the heart, but we double prepare and reflex plus, now we actually shuffle pretty quickly too. I just take the 2 box, eh? Take the 2 box. Like Panic Button, Dark Shackles, even Flash of Steel, Wood Instinct, yeah, already good. Like Apotheosis, of course. And happen if it happen before Roach, yes. I just take the 2 box. Also, this fight gives us 2 relics, yeah, if it doesn't hurt us too badly. Oh god, I'm being hurt badly. Impatience in this deck. Only Ritual Dagger is awkward with it, but then we top deck Ritual Dagger. Otherwise, you can take Dramatic Entrance because damage is damage. Yeah, I mean it is damage. It's 17 AoE. Yeah, it is 17 AoE here. And a little bit of finisher. And kunai as well because they have backstab. Yeah, sure, right? Maybe. I don't think this is ever edge, so it's just between this and this. But this also doesn't play that often. We do have 4 energy this turn, so like how not often does it actually? How bad is it? I guess if there's a dagger draw in my hand, but there's no PK yet, like, do I even actually want to play the dagger? And turn 2 I still have this. Probably this, yeah, probably this. Oh god. So Reflex in hand but no activator, however we do have Distill Chaos. My laser card doesn't work because we cannot strip artifact as mentioned. But here we just get a kunai and Immortal and we'll see what happens. Probably still aim to kill this guy first, even though he gets plus 13 now, because the Ritual Dagger is so for some reason only 71 and not 76, yeah? It actually could make a difference here, which is annoying. But yeah, sure. I think by turn 3 we can block this, even though it is like 38 damage. We can probably block this because we have 2 kunai stack right now. So I should just hit this guy. If I use a Blade Dance now, I get kunai, but of course I don't get payoff from accuracy or finisher unless I draw into the thing immediately with the Immortal Reflex. If I don't use it, I also don't get Immortal though. So probably will use a Blade Dance. Exhaust Golden Plans now. Because I only need to play 1 defense, 1 Blade Dance, so we have 2 energy left. I guess if we draw Dagger Throw or something drawn to Sneaky, I cannot play anymore if I play this first. At the same time, if I play Blade Dance immediately, I'm putting a shift in this card, so I need to spend 1 energy on something else anyway. And this strike doesn't give me kunai, yeah? However, it can be finisher or PK later. probably do just play the Warrior Plans. Yeah, Warrior Plans and then play Blade and some Shift and see what they draw. Wow, we actually top deck all the strikes in our deck. Don't have that many of them, yeah? So, at least you can get another kunai here, if you want to. Or if you play the strike over Warrior Plans, you get another kunai stack here. But right now we are like one attack shot. I think I should also just play the Malays for on 0 energy to shift to artifact here to get ready for potentially maybe a piercing will draw next turn or maybe a terror draw into dagger one shot. It's still possible. Yeah, potion happens next turn, not now, yeah, because all the block is wasted this turn. And we have like a decent amount of block here still. Piercing will also like very important to get next turn, but not now. So yeah, this is just strike and then strike again. Keep the shift in hand probably because we have accuracy, maybe a kunai next turn, but with the finisher. So yeah, strike, defend, and take 4. And then shift to artifact here. 107. No energy this turn, yeah, so it's pretty spooky. Honestly, I don't even want to spend energy on this dagger throw. So how is it to just distill curse immediately then? How is it just distill curse immediately? I think I would prefer to take damage here and then have ghost in the heart, yeah, instead of ghosting here and then having like 53 HP in the heart. If you ghost here, the fight is effectively over, I'm pretty sure. But then we have 53 and still 0 answer to the first cycle. It hits me with 67. I don't have guaranteed weakness drawn. So I think even if I enter the hard fight with like 20 HP or something, but with the ghost intact, it's still more comfortable. Yeah, let's just distill curse immediately, right? And then dagger hits even if dagger hits here, we can maybe still kill. Yeah, with -5 damage, maybe we're shot by 5, and then I'm really sad. Okay, distill curse first, yeah. Yeah, overdraw. This overdraws again. Otherwise, I need to commit 1 energy with the dagger throw, but maybe now I would just spend 1 energy anyway. Yeah, still dagger throw here. Oh, come on, do not be okay. Thank God. I was very ready for this to be 5 damage shot, but yeah, it's dead. Because we have terror. Okay, good. Yeah, it is still chaos, yeah, over the upgrade point. So the miss dagger damage in the time meter fight did not actually matter. Good news. Yeah, die. And now next turn we are facing 38 from this, but we have plenty of dexterity. So the fight should be done. And you also see why to Malaysing on turn 1 is important, yeah, because we have like 2 terrors in here and also 1 piercing will. Keeping the Malays in hand doesn't actually do anything like ever. So like playing this is like, very clear. Can I really save? I'd really lean for next turn to block. Like you can simply just play a dodge and roll here, for example. Honestly, I don't see a problem with. Yeah, it's only 38. There's no problem here, I think. This takes a bit of damage, huh? By a bit I mean literally 1 damage. I don't want to take 1 damage, so I guess we just don't care about this terror. Right? Why take 1 when you can take 0? I think taking 0 is a bit better than taking 1. Play this just to get it, to make it easier to play the Blade Dance next turn. Because we do need to draw back into our block cards a little bit. Otherwise, the next 3 turns from now blocking this is not like super easy yet, even if we have dexterity. Of course I can kill, also probably kill it now from 162, yeah, but I don't want to. Don't discard block cards, please. Fumes is played, so we do need to be a little bit careful. If I play this also as an 80 and then yeah, it's too much damage, we'll just finish her now. And yeah, shift here for kunai is still fine. From 13 it doesn't die to fumes unless we decide to actually kill. Keep the maneuver here, yeah, because I don't want to redraw it. And we kill it next turn. It doesn't have any block, so we don't even need to actually block the big hit. Immortal is more important than Nunchaku. Yeah, still true. Maybe we can do both. Probably not. Yeah, it only has 11. One attack will just kill. Oh, I could have played finisher first. Okay, never mind. So Nunchaku minus one Nunchaku, yeah, but it's fine. It doesn't matter too much. Wow, thank you. I mean, at least Torn Spot is here to give us a bit more damage. Yeah, thank you, Black Star. Very cool. The Cow Gamble is here, which I honestly don't care about Cow Gamble being green. Is that still true? Reflex is plus now. Reflex is plus now, so if Cow Gamble is plus, how sad am I really? So I can just take this and then take the War Paint. Yeah? It's a small chance, but I think it's a positive upgrade. Wow, Catalyst. Oh, thank you. Okay, now it's actually a bit harmful, this Catalyst. That's the first time it actively harms us, yeah? I mean, sure, a slab is a slab, but at the same time it was not like super effective. Okay, now it's bad because it actually eats a defense upgrade or something. 83 we have Ghosts. Oh, Dark Shackles. I like Dark Shackles. Oh, I love Dark Shackles actually. And they changed something they did, but the problem with certain relics like Eternal Feather and White Beast, because they used to be boss relics. So when they coded in the restriction for, you know, the garbage relics to not show up in Act 4, like some Prayer Wheel or whatever, these are still boss relics, so they did not touch them, and then they got demoted from boss relics to like uncommon relics or whatever. And you know, they just stay there like that. They forgot. Something they do not have any excuse for though is a freaking Gremlin Horn. Like, why the hell can Spirit drop Gremlin Horn? No, seriously though, why on earth can they drop Gremlin Horn? Can somebody explain? Because it was not a boss relic, yeah? Okay, here, what are we doing? There's a lot of things that we can do. I think first of all, first order business is getting a kunai stack. I also don't want to overdraw. My hand currently has 10 cards. If I play this, we overdraw, so I guess we start the turn with deflect. Because first cycle, you don't need to block at all, yeah? I mean, you block Beat of Death, but otherwise big hit, you Ghost in the Giant, multi hit, you already have this. Okay, so now we can do the turn with like Clone Dagger. We attacks, like boom, boom, boom. In fact, like this reflex might not even be played because I do see currently that we might Dark Shackles multi and then just Cow Gamble anyway afterwards, and then we get this draw from this card instead. Yeah, with 2 energy you can play Outmaneuver. Playing this defense, I guess is fine, just to make a bit of hand space. And I don't want to break Nunchaku yet for this try. So yeah, defend, Outmaneuver, yeah. And then yeah, whatever it does next turn or the turn after, we don't take damage first cycle. 67? Well, good news. Not so good news that if we gamble here, then the Dark Shackle is not blocking the multi-hit, but we have Death Fixing Wheel in the Malays. We also don't need to gamble with 2 prepares are here to discard with Reflex, yeah. But yeah, good news, guys. Yeah, as usual, Silent works in the hard fight, Silent just cheats. The freaking cheater. This is literally cheating, like what the hell? Like, how is this fair? I mean, this attack is unfair, yeah? So we are only doing the same thing back to it, but like, come on, like, what the hell is this? I don't seriously know, what is that? And here we can get a kunai again. If I neutralize now, then we might not have weakness for second cycle unless I Malaise next turn, which maybe I do Malaise next turn, I don't know. But yeah, I need a lot of hand space to... and exhaust the slime. And yeah, okay, maybe I do Malaise then. Maybe I do just Malaise this turn. To be perma-weak in this fight also. Yeah, nice kata, upgraded by the way. And not drawn into the void. Oh, in fact, like maybe I should not even discard the thing. Yeah, I should already have not even discarded the reflex. Yeah, now that I think about it a little bit more. Because I could have just drawn into void and dice, and suddenly the cow gamble this turn is not really easy to play. Do I care about Catalyst Plus later? Malaising 5 also doesn't matter, yeah? How many turns of weakness do I need? Because this is turn 2 and then 3. And then weakness runs out, so I need weakness 1, 2, 3. I need weakness 3 only. If I have more than 3, then I just don't need to replay the neutralize, but yeah, I don't need weakness 3. So... if it's just, let's say like Malaise and then Cow Gamble, yeah? I don't care about the PK damage this turn. So if I just Malaise and Cow Gamble, try to draw into Void, we still have the Adrenaline, we still have the Statistician. No Statistician because the prepare is here. So if I Cow Gamble, my turn just kind of ends. It's probably still fine. But I can also see playing the PK with having a lot of cards in hand doesn't even have so much value when I just cannot play any of them. Yeah? So maybe I can even play this first. If I play the prepare and draw into Void now, then I just don't Cow Gamble. Or the days or something, I just don't play Cow Gamble this turn. And currently has 10. So I am overdrawing. I can see defend first, then prepare, because we did say that we only need to Malaise for 3, yeah? So 2 energy only, so even after this into Void, this is still enough to weaken the entire second cycle. Okay, Terror. Play Terror. And exhaust the Catalyst also. But yeah, if we Malaise and then game was like 5 cards, so we do draw full hand next turn. Because then you draw back into this. And right now exhausting is like kind of free. Maybe we should just exhaust. Goodbye Catalyst. Here. Yeah, oh perfect. Oh, that is perfect. Could have used more cards in hand if I know that I draw into the exhaust things, yeah. But here it's time to ping ourselves. Is it? Is it time to ping ourselves? I think it's time to ping ourselves. At some point you will have to pay HP to get your kunai stack, yeah, and we have 53 to spend. Cannot get Nunchaku this turn, no, but we can get. This is so much damage though, to be fair. So maybe I don't ping myself that much. Maybe only 3 shifts. Yeah, I could see only 3 shifts. The scary part though, if we go too low, because you see here we still don't have active draw in here, yeah? So it's like next 2 turns we have this, even Nunchaku proc 1 time, Adrenaline. Oh, maybe I should think more about the Cow Gamble then, because okay, I didn't think that too far ahead. But if I gamble for only 5 cards and we don't draw back into a reflex or whatever fast enough, yeah? So if I don't have enough next payoff in hand, maybe I can still die, even if it's weakened the entire second cycle. If I'm too low. So okay, let's be a bit careful here, because we don't have too much dex payoff in here. So it's like 1 dodge and roll, survivor, and then 2 defense. Even though we have a lot of dexterity and it's perma weak. That basically means I do not dodge and roll this turn, yeah? Dodge and roll next turn, if anything. So that this dodge and roll block actually works on the first attack of second cycle, no matter what it is. Because we will not be able to wheel or dash echoes the second multi-hit, most likely. Both the whales and the dash echo were gambled away. And yeah, we cannot draw back into the meantime. So we have like those for the third cycle and the fourth cycle, but not before that. And survival right now is frail, so maybe I just don't. Maybe I just pick myself for the full amount anyway. So it's like what, footwork into blade dance into 3 shifts, yeah? And then I hold 1 shift and then 4 cards in hand. How much damage do I take? Is that 1, 2, 10, 12. I take 12 damage and go to 41. That seems to still be fine. Actually, no, I draw 1 card from Immortal. Addition, huh? Kunai. One draw for 1 kunai stack effectively. Right now, no. The point is that I cannot even draw back into the card. It's not that I cannot strip artifact. Stripping artifact is not that difficult. The point is that I don't have enough active draw in the deck to even draw back into the card in like 3 turns. Also, Catalyst was already played. And we can strip artifact even without a Catalyst, yeah? It's like field 1 layer, terror 2nd layer. This overdraws by 1. But it is a kunai stack next turn. Not always though, because we have finisher or ritual dagger potentially draw. However, I would like to play like maybe this and this. Survivor is also just better later when I'm not frail though. And then again, more kunai stack. Yeah, I think I will just get -1 draw here, yeah. I think I'll just play the strike, get -1 draw and hold the ships. Go to 41. Sunflower energy. Yeah, and so you can start the turn with dodge and roll if you don't want to be pinged. But after getting a cool nice stack, you still play enough cards to be pinged anyway, so we will probably just play 6 first. This is a bit of damage, but it's not relevant because the ritual dagger is already capping even without the accuracy damage on these shifts, yeah. So the turn should be shift, ritual dagger, and then dodge and roll, and then play other cards. Yeah. Okay, kunai first. And then play dodge and roll to block from Beat of Death, yeah. And now we get another kunai stack here. And you see this exact kunai stack with the dodge and roll block. Now you need to decide again whether you want to ping yourself a little bit for a card draw or not. Finisher? No, of course not. No finisher this turn. So we ping ourselves for the card draw or not, and it also loses 1 energy from the thing. Otherwise, you only draw 4 cards next turn. If Fumes is not even down. Fumes is not down regardless. But we don't need to strip artifact super urgently because it is weakened the entire thing, yeah? We calculated that when the big malaise was played. I do need to draw back into the Pissing Wheel in how many turns? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. I have 4 turns to draw back into the Pissing Wheel, so like 15 cards. All the shackles, one of the 2 cards. I think we play 2 more, yeah, basically, to shift for left plan here. Yeah, we probably just play 2 more, like shift for left plan's exhaust. Have 4 more HP even. Yeah, 2015 first, but dodge and roll is here, even though artifact is not stripped, yeah. Survivor shuffle in, so survivor tactician to shuffle it in, and then adrenaline after. Also, this is why we spend so much HP with stack kunai before, yeah. Otherwise, like when you get, if you still at like 53 or something, but then you have no dexterity at all. Yeah, now you actually play the HP and you are just like behind. Like, get ahead, yeah, don't get behind. Currently now, unless you tell me we need to shuffle back in defense or we die, I hope not. Dark cycle is in hand, so next cycle is already safe in a way if we don't die next turn, which don't think we realistically can. No kunai stack this turn, yeah? So we just get the block in now. Deploy the fumes, take 1 damage for it, but also we need to play another card. And play Sneaky Strike to make hand sway. The thing Sneaky Strike, there are plenty of activators here, so it can be like damaged after. It can be kunai after and maybe a finish your turn. I just play this. It's still weakened, yeah? Like, because we calculated the big Malay, so this turn it can never die. It's only 35. This is not exactly the best hand I have ever seen, no? Because there's not enough block in here to block a bit of death, and there's no discard for the Sneaky Strike either. Reflex is in hand and waiting clock because they have no energy. And we are taking damage immediately. But yeah. Throw dagger. That's a bit dangerous, yeah. Clone Dagger defend terror. I guess Clone Dagger shift defend and we can see the card first. Because maybe if there's another blocker, I just play that over terror always. Mid is still 2, so playing 2 here is like not a huge problem yet. Okay, defense, so we just play defense. Getting a bit hand clock, but it's fine. Situation will improve soon. And artifact is already stripped. So the mount, and yeah, this turn we once again we do dodge and roll and then stack kunai, yeah, because the even if the multi hit comes first and we take 0, this can still be used to stack kunai again with this or to prepare for the turn after, and the turn afterwards is already like what 49 damage. That's really not anything. So I start the turn with dodge and roll. And then our maneuver probably should be played because reflex is in hand, and you know, plenty of activators here, we probably will just draw into that. And now, yeah, do not dash shackles here, even though it's pretty tempting to use to make hand space. So terror 4 ships. Because I need draw more than finish your damage. Is that true? Probably true. Pay 2 more. Because if it's big hit, next turn they do need to draw into real block cards. Yes. Okay, big hit first, so the... Hopefully we draw into neutralize. We do draw a lot here, which is why our maneuver was played last turn. Okay, neutralize here, so this should be fine. Beat is 3 already though. Beat already is 3, and you can see here that we don't have block cards in hand, yeah? Even though it's weakened, we're still facing a lethal damage. So we need to dig a bit deeper. Right now we are dying because I did not discard the burn. If I draw into nothing still, then I need to... Okay. I mean, of course we draw into block, yeah? That gets plenty of block. In fact, with this I can even get kunai again, and next time we just piercing will. Yeah, it's just kunai here. And the dodge and roll block, of course, is fully playing. PK... maybe? Do take damage for it though to play the PK. I mean, we're already taking 4, yeah? So if we play this, we take 7. And what does the PK do really? I don't think it actually does anything, no, this PK. This is 39 damage for 1 card, but at the same time I also don't think it does anything. Because the only way we die here is that we die to the next big hit. It's not even the multi-hit. Multi-hit is full block no matter what. So I just need to draw back into my block cards in order to not die to the next big hit, and then the taunts and the poison and you know, some random damage can kill it like 1 PK turn later, not now. Because right now we do face the danger of not top decking the block cards, and the next big hit comes, the weakness is not here anymore, and then we die. That's the biggest danger, so I don't want to prevent that case. So I just don't play any cards because I don't want to redraw this, I don't want to redraw this. Just take the 4. This turn we will, yeah? Otherwise the shackle will not full block. I can get the kunai stack here if we want to. Spending 2 block cards is possible. We have Nunchaku energy as well. And spending 2 block cards here is probably okay. Can do this first. Yeah, drawing into another block card is very good. Facing wheel, full block. Yeah, another cheating silent feature, yeah? Just nothing new. We play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So I need to block 14 and you know, that looks perfect, like 14 to me. Yeah, look at this. Exactly use enough block. Exact kunai stack. And then hold all the block in hand with the dash cycle, so next cycle. So it's basically dead from this spot. I think realistically there's no way we can die from this spot, but you never know. But I'm pretty sure we can never die from this spot because like one Blade Dance with PK Tarot is already killing. We always have block cards in hand. So dodge and roll into 3 attacks here is possible, but why would I do that? So they don't have weakness. For 1 kunai stack, I just don't have weakness on the big hit. I just do nothing, right? Or if you want to make hand space, you play defense to 2 strikes, which maybe is just stronger. It's probably stronger. Yeah, I'm over flash energy then, sure. Can play the PK now, but I also don't see any reason to. Okay, big hit first, just need to block this hit. Extremely easy. And next turn multi-hit is full block with the dash cycles is from the start, yeah? So it's dead. So now we can play PK, with next time we can attack. Take one more for good measures. I give it the wound to not make it sad. This thing is doing the painful stuff, yeah? So we can give it a wound to not make it sad. Yeah, don't be sad, you try your best. Unfortunately, even if you try your best, if you face a cheater, you cannot do much. And silence is freaking cheating. No, seriously though, the Ghost Potion block for 1 billion and the Piercing Wheel block for 1 billion and Dash Shackle also blocks for 1 billion. I mean, Dash Shackle is not actually a silent feature, yeah, but the others are. It's just kind of stupid, you know? Silent just allowed to do that. Like, what the hell? And it's already dead, yeah? Wait, 3 seconds. I guess it still looks nice. But could have finished this run 3 seconds earlier. No, seriously, the Ghost in the Jar is just incredibly dumb, right? And you see why I say it's like so important to start thinking about Act 4 when we were in the middle of Act 2. Because did we have any problem until the endgame bosses? So no. There's no problem, and suddenly we enter boss garden, we lose HP like crazy. And then you enter the hard fight, you can see like, even with Ghost in the Jar, full blocking first cycle, and the pyramid and the kunai will still go low. Because we don't have any answer to beat up that. Which is why it was prepared, the preparation started like so freaking long ago, yeah. And the artifact pod was bought exactly for this reason. I mean, it would not be even close to the Ghost in the Jar, like with how effective it is in this fight. But the it would still help a lot. Also, I finished 27 hours earlier. Yeah, sure. Ancient Pod, no, Ancient Pod was thrown away because it was seen in the shop with Ghost in the Jar, and they did exactly the same thing. So I wanted the Spear and Shield potion together with the Ghost, which we did have. We had the Steel Curse and Ghost in the Jar, and the Steel Curse won the Spear and Shield fight immediately. Save, I don't even know how much HP is saved, because otherwise it would taking. Yeah, turn 2 was not present in Spear and Shield, right? It was like minus 55 or something. So I would be forced to Ghost in the Jar on that turn without the Steel Chaos. Yeah, so Ghost in the Jar and the Steel Chaos, like 1 potion for each fight. But honestly, Act 4 endgame of this run is only so suspicious because number 1 is that we never saw active draw, yeah? Like real active draw. I mean, Reflex was nice. Reflex was good, but yeah, no backflip, no acro like ever. Yeah, the backflip was Catalyst was picked over backflip, and of course Catalyst did not do anything the entire run. And then when we got the weapon was also negative. But the acro also did not show up at all. No tools or trade either. We pick all the draw we saw basically, except the first backflip. And yeah, no active draws even though your deck has plenty of output in the long fight. It's difficult to get the kunai off the ground if you draw in a weird order. And the fat note damage is also very dependent on either the PK or the ritual dagger to be drawn and played. Yeah. Which is why the Donan deck went so badly, you know, because we did not draw a killing 2 until turn 3. And by turn 3 they already dealt all the damage they could. Actually we drew a killing blow on turn 4. So in the first 3 turns it's like 30 damage and then the fight's over. But you already took 30 damage. Funnily enough though, even though the catalyst did literally nothing, yeah, I still think it's actually correct to pick it in the spot it did, exactly because of the same reasoning you can see here. Because the run was going to be really powerful in early game no matter what I do. You should start thinking to prepare for the end game like way earlier than normal. And the deck was looking maybe some shift, whatever, yeah, the Blade Dance Finisher, maybe Akabeko, Preserve Insect, Farm Elite. Yeah, those type of decks like do just fine. Until you run to beat up decks and you stop doing fine. And the catalyst was there to, in case that we never actually find the tool to, you know, be able to play our shifts. In this one it was a kunai. Yeah, in this one it was basically just a kunai and a little bit of the dodge and draw helped a lot. But other than that, it was not really possible to play shifts in the heart if you don't have that. So Kata was picked in case the physical damage never get to scale really. And I need to pivot to poison some point in the run to kill the heart. Of course, with hindsight knowledge, you just pick the backflip. How doable is this one? Seeing kunai probably very difficult, but because we don't even see a second weakness source, you see. The only weakness we have is the neutralize, yeah? And the malaise. So in order to play this hard fight with this type of deck, it's just dealing physical damage instead of poison. And we have to play the Blade Dance and such. Then you would need to upgrade footwork and you would need to upgrade your neutralize still. And then your draw is less consistent because you lose a draw upgrade at some point here, yeah? You can still block 3 cycles because 2 blocks got you. 2 blocks got the piercing veil for got the dark shackles for you, so you can still just block 3 cycles, no problem. But the problem is that after blocking 3rd cycle, the heart is still not close to being dead. Which is very scary. Maybe you could even need to freaking upgrade fumes then. But okay, to be fair, to be real with you, like without the kunai, I think something pretty annoying would have to be picked, yeah, like here. Like, I'm not even kidding. If there is no kunai, this deadly poison is in my deck, yeah? And not the terror. And then we pick a second catalyst here. So our deck is like a lot less consistent because there's no prepare plus. I also cannot make draw upgrades. But we have 2 catalysts, a deadly poison and a fumes. Because otherwise you cannot deal damage to the heart with, you know, just the shift and no kunai. You just cannot attack. You ping yourself to death, and the heart laughs at you. Oh yeah, it's probably doable, but it's ugly. Because you still have Ritual Dagger to cover for basically all of these fights, you know? And then if you have the Ghost Seer, yeah, you block 3 cycles, you have a lot of poison. Oh yeah, hindsight. Time to see a P-Box that wins on the spot. Oh, that does not look like a P-Box that wins on the spot. At the same time, it does mean that my Catalyst would actually play though. With this P-box, the poison actually can happen because they have CE into 2 catalysts and Finale can cover for some other fights. We have Giga Slams in our deck. We have 4 wallet plans with a pyramid. But we have weakness chain with the leg sweep. So if you can draw through all this garbage somehow, which by the way with hindsight knowledge you know that we cannot, then you can do okay. But yeah, it's not very pretty. It would be very funny though if I click the P-box in the run and you see this. Maybe it would not be very funny while I'm playing the run, but it would be funny later. But you know, I didn't click the thing because yes, we were very reliant on Kunai and there was no dexterity payoff in the deck, you know, except the defense. And we also know that actually at least most likely are just free with this and also the big ritual dagger. Which they were free. They didn't give me very good relics though, but they were free. Is there anything else interesting in this run? Yeah, I don't think so, right? It's just the catalyst pick here and then maybe like this hindsight. Otherwise, I think decisions are fairly clear in this run. Yeah, after we leave Act 1, I think the cuts is kind of like... Maybe here you can say Deadly Poison, but yeah, not really, you know. It's fun though. This one is not like overwhelmingly difficult. In fact, I would say it's probably on the easier side. But you do need to see your problems before they appear, yeah? Otherwise you die and then you don't even know what went wrong, you know? It's like the whole run you're strong, you walk into the hut, you are dead. And you have no idea what the hell is happening and you just think to yourself, okay, Shiva against the hut like very bad. So it's easy if you understand the problems in late game. But I like playing runs like this because it just rewards good understanding of the game. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, thanks for watching us as always, and see you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most difficult thing ever, where was this seed rank? I would probably say it's a 4. Yeah, it's probably a 4. Because early game you have like no problem whatsoever, but you also don't see super good things later to make it completely free. So it is losable, but overall you're just strong. Oh yeah, see you.